It's brought to you by Dexter and WHIR Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark. He'll give you a free quote. Call Chris. He'll give you a free quote at Dexter and WHIR Insurance. All right, again, rain showers. Right now, they are north of us. Mercer County is getting hit, and maybe the far eastern portion of Boyle County getting hit as well, near where Garrett County and Boyle County's line meet. But here, for the majority of Boyle County, no rain, maybe just a sprinkle or two. A high today of 85, a low tonight of 70. Looks like most of that rain may come later on tonight, a half an inch possible. Tomorrow, some storms could produce some heavy rain. Partly sunny, a high of 82. And on Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 83. Right now, it's 6:11 in the morning. We're looking at 74 degrees in Danville. Joe Show time. Let's rock and roll.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR. Alrighty, folks, it is Tuesday. It's August the 9th on our calendar, and today on this August the 9th, we celebrate Book Lovers Day. On the Joe Show encourages you to find a place in the shade to relax with a good book. Book reading is a great hobby. It's an important one, too. Employers look for it on resumes. Reading is educational, informative, and relaxing. It makes us both smarter and happier people. Book Lovers Day, a great day to celebrate. Just grab an interesting book, find a quiet, cozy place, and crack open the cover. Celebrate Book Lovers Day in August. It's a pleasurable one on the deck, under a shady tree, poolside, or in a cozy hammock. If you fall asleep while reading, that's okay. It's all part of the relaxing benefits of being a book lover. It's Book Lovers Day on this Tuesday, August the 9th edition of The Joe Show. Two 238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning. We'd love to have you on the show. 238-WHIR to get birthdays and anniversaries here on the radio to celebrate on this Tuesday, August the 9th. What birthdays do we have down today? Well, let's take a look on the birthday list. Happy birthday to these people. Starting off with Taylor Lake. Taylor turns 21 years old today. Happy birthday to Taylor. John Roney, big 2-4 for John Roney. He's 24 years old. Hunter Cullip celebrates a birthday today. Nick Hardesty turns 33 today. He's having a birthday. Johnny Morgan has a birthday. And Charles Hale has a birthday today as well. We have 6 names down. That's Taylor Lake, John Roney, Hunter Cullip, Nick Hardesty, Johnny Morgan, and Charles Hale. 238-WHIR is your phone number to call in, 238-9447. It's a Tuesday. It's August the 9th on our calendar, and a typical Tuesday morning show we have lined up for you with one special guest we'll have on, and it'll actually be the first guest we have on the air with us this morning around 7:15, 7:20. After the Big Daddy Sports there at 7:15. Radio Ron Shelton will be on with us this morning. And Ron Shelton, who many of you all, I'm sure, are familiar with the name Radio Ron. He was a former DJ here on WHIR. But Radio Ron is doing a seminar, or a program, I guess is a better way to say it, today at the Boyle County Public Library on Raintree County. The movie that was filmed partially here in Boyle County, because Radio Ron was a stand-in in that movie for Montgomery Clift. So we're going to have Radio Ron on this morning, just going over some memories of Raintree County, what it was like to be in that film, maybe some of the background stories we didn't know about, and ultimately talking about the program tonight, which starts at 6 o'clock tonight. at the Boyle County Public Library. So make sure you head out to that. We'll talk with Radio Ron about that at 7:20. At 7:40, it's the County Agents Corner. It is Boyle County Week on Tuesdays. During Boyle County Week, we have Alexis on. So Alexis will give us a call in this morning at 7:40 for the County Agents Corner. 7:50-ish or so, we will have Jenny Holland on from the Danville City Commission. She'll give us an update what's going on there at the Danville City Commission. We'll also have Heather Henson on from Pioneer Playhouse this morning. And it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. We've already had the final week of plays on stage at Pioneer Playhouse. This week, we have the Patsy Cline Elvis Presley dual concert from Barry Lockhart, who plays Elvis, and Natalie Berry, who plays Patsy Cline. When we talked with Heather last week, those shows were already sold out. But she was also encouraging people to go ahead and put their names on the list for those maybe who drop out tickets and want to give their tickets away. So we'll talk with Heather about that this morning in the 7 o'clock hour. In the 8 o'clock hour, we go from Georgia at the library at 8:10 to Randy with Randyisms at 8:20 to James the Gardener with gardening tips at 8:40 to Dusty in the 9 o'clock hour at 9:10 to Ann Yeager or Mary Stith Hamlin at 9:35 this morning. So it is a packed show. Maybe one of the more packed shows we've had in quite some time. We have guests starting from 7:20 all the way to 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're ready to rock and roll this morning. Grab your cup of coffee. Keep your radios tuned here to WHIR. As always, we start off this morning's show with a look at early morning sports. And here it is. MLB unveils their uniforms for the throwback game. Serena Williams picks up a win, and a WNBA star will miss the rest of the season. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Tuesday morning sports. We'll start off in Major League Baseball, where the Chicago Cubs and your Cincinnati Reds will wear throwback uniforms when they take the field for this year's Major League Baseball game at the Field of Dreams movie side. MLB unveiled the uniforms for Thursday's game, which will take place in a specially constructed stadium near the Dyersville, Iowa Diamond from the 1989 movie. Reds infielder Kyle Farmer said last week he was excited to wear the special uniforms. Quote, "That brings a different aspect of our mentality of playing the game," Farmer said. "You put on an old uniform and it's just a different feel to playing baseball. I think we're wearing our pants up. I don't normally wear my pants up, but I think we're doing that, so that'll be kind of different as well." The Chicago White Sox and Yankees, who played in last year's game, also wore custom-made throwbacks. Field of Dreams, the old movie, is about an Iowa farmer who plows over his corn to build a baseball field for Joe Jackson and other White Sox players who were banished for throwing the 1919 World Series. In tennis news, Serena Williams earned her first win in more than a year on Monday, beating Narina Paris-Diaz 6-3, 6-4 at the Women's National Bank Open. It's just the second tournament of the season for the 40-year-old Serena Williams, who returned to competition at Wimbledon just over a month ago. The 23-time Grand Slam champion fell in the first round to Harmony Tan in 3 sets at the All England Club at Wimbledon. In the WNBA, the Phoenix Mercury announced that 18-year WNBA veteran Diana Taurasi will miss the remainder of this season because of a right quad strain. Taurasi injured her quad during Phoenix's August 4th game against Connecticut and has missed the Mercury's past 2 games. Before her injury, Taurasi started every game of the season for Phoenix, averaging 16.7 points this season. In the National Football League, the Detroit Lions signed a veteran offensive lineman to compete for a backup tackle job on Monday. On the same day, they lost another undrafted free agent to early retirement. Kendall Lamb, who started 1 game last season for the Titans, signed a 1-year contract with the Lions. He will compete now with Matt Nelson, Dan Skipper, and Darren Paulo for a swing tackle role behind starters Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell. Lamb takes the roster spot of former Ferris State offensive lineman Zion Obeid, who was placed on the retired list on Monday. Obeid is the 4th Lions player to retire prematurely in the past 2 months and the 3rd member of the Lions' 12-person undrafted free agent class. Scores from around Major League Baseball yesterday, not a whole lot of games, but in the National League, your Cincinnati Reds lose to the Mets 5-1. The Cubs, Diamondbacks, and Giants are winners. In the AL, the Orioles, the Angels, and the Yankees are winners. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and WHIR Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris at 236-4860.
Doug with DNC Small Engine. We're excited to announce that we are the newest tire dealer here in Central Kentucky, offering truck, car, and trailer tires. We'd like to invite you to come by and get a free quote. Still continue to work on all lawn equipment and ATVs and side-by-sides. We also offer pickup delivery on your lawn equipment, city, county, for all surrounding counties. We also have a great selection of black and brown hardwood mulch, a couple of gravels we also offer, and I think you'll be pleased with our prices. That's DNC Small Engine, 1125 Stanford Road, 859-209-2615.
This is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More, next door to Ace Hardware on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for a new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New merchandise arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Come see our Nana for the best deal around. You'll be glad you did.
Mattresses and More than a mattress store, located in Danville. Phone 859-236-1646 and like them on Facebook at Mattresses and More.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way.
Rise and shine, champions.
Right here on the Happy Station, AM 1230 WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on 1230 WHIR. Darling.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
the Big Deals online store. Sign up for money savings deals from local businesses where you can get gift certificates up to half off. Now that, my friend, is a big deal at hometownlive.net. Go to our Big Deals online store. Some of the deals we have for you today: B&L Diamond Jewelers, $50 gift certificate, yours for $29. And Whole Latte Love in Lancaster, $5 retail value, yours for $2. You get cloudy skies, rain showers mostly later on today. We're seeing rain that has passed on through, and the radar is all clear back behind that. So not dealing with really heavy rain at any point this morning. More than likely going to be later on tonight between 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock into tomorrow morning. A high today of 85. Tomorrow partly sunny, high of 82. Thursday mostly sunny, 83. And then we're still gearing up for a perfect weekend. Though temperatures are bumped up a little bit from where we thought we would see them when we were looking at the forecast yesterday. Friday, sunny and 79. Saturday, 81. Sunday, 80. Sunshine all the way through. Right now, 6:24 in the morning. It's 74 degrees right here in Danville. And let's take a look at celebrities having birthdays on this Tuesday, August the 9th. Happy birthday to these people. 54 years old today for Gillian Anderson, actress from The X-Files, Bleak House, Hannibal, and The Spy Who Dumped Me. Gillian Anderson, 54 years old today. 78 for Sam Elliott, who was just your classic cowboy actor, but he's been in a lot of films. Mask, Tombstone, Roadhouse, Gettysburg, The Big Lebowski, The Hulk, Up in the Air, and A Star is Born back in 2018. Sam Elliott is 78 years old today. 37 years old for actress Anna Kendrick, who's been in movies like Camp, Twilight, What to Expect When You're Expecting, Up in the Air, Table 19, Pitch Perfect, and Into the Woods. Here's a clip of Anna Kendrick in the movie Table 19.
There's a guy who After 2 years, you break up with me over text? Good luck with your future endeavors? Were you firing me?
That's Hannah Kendrick from Table 19. She's 37 years old today. Happy birthday as well to the late Whitney Houston. Would have been 59 years old today. One of the best-selling music artists of all time. She had sales of over 200 million records worldwide over the course of her career. Plus, other celebrities, basketball legend Bob Cousy turns 94 years old today, nicknamed the Houdini of the Hardwood because he introduced a new blend of ball handling and passing skills to the NBA. Bob Cousy, 94 years old. Pro Football Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, 55 years old today. Played in the NFL for the Falcons, the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Redskins, and the Ravens, winning the Super Bowl with both the 49ers and Cowboys. Also played baseball, we know as well, and played in the 1992 World Series with the Atlanta Braves. He is 55 years old today. Birthdays and anniversaries all day long right here on WHIR. Let's see what's going on this date, August the 9th, now in country music history. Looking down the country music timeline, here's Mr. Voice.
On this day in country music.
Thank you there, Mr. Voice. It was on this day, country music history, in the year 1973. Jerry Reed was at number 1 on the country charts with this song called Lord, Mr. Ford, the second of 3 number 1s for Jerry Reed. It was on this date, 1980, 42 years ago. Urban Cowboy and the soundtrack double album was at number 1 on the U.S. country chart, one of the all-time great soundtracks in movie history with a number of songs. It was on this album that went number 1, or at least top 5, and it was on this date, 1986. The Judds, that are in the news now for all the wrong reasons, they were in the news for all the right reasons back in 1986 for rocking with the rhythm of the rain. And that's what's gone on this date, August 9th, in country music history. Starting off back in 1973, where Jerry Reed was at number 1 with this one.
Well, if you're one of the millions who own one of them gas-drinking, piston-clanking, air-polluting, smoke-belching four-wheel buggies from Detroit City, then pay attention. I'm about to sing your song, son.
Sing it, Jerry. Lord, Mr. Ford, a satire on the social, cultural, and economic influence the automobile has had on the American public. The lyrics bemoan the fact that a seemingly simple invention to assist mankind has instead brought nothing but grief. Lord, Mr. Ford, on this date, 1973.
I've got a car that's mine alone, that me and the finance company own. A ready-made pile of manufactured grief. And if I ain't out of gas in the pouring rain, I'm a-changing a flat with a hurricane. I once spent 3 days lost on the clover leaf. Well, it ain't just the smoke and the traffic jam.
Jerry Reed, who had a way with words, didn't he? Well, he could come out with some songs. Lord, Mr. Ford at number 1 on this date, 1973. You fast forward 7 years to 1980, where we were talking about the Urban Cowboy soundtrack. The double album was at number 1 on the U.S. country charts. This album spawned numerous top 10 songs, like this one by Johnny Lee, Looking for Love. Stand By Me by Mickey Gilley, which went number 1. Number 3 in the AC charts, Could I Have Had This Dance by Anne Murray. Number 4, Love the World Away by Kenny Rogers. The film is said to have started the 1980s boom in what was known as pop country music as the Urban Cowboy movement, also known as neo-country or hill boogie. 1980s Urban Cowboy was at number 1.
And I was alone then, no love in sight. I did everything I could.
And it was on this day, country music history, in the year 1986. All was love and harmony with the Judds. Not the stories we're hearing right now about people being willed out of wills and all that. Back in 1986, Naomi and Winona were at number 1 with this one.
Slide on over, baby, hold me closer. Moving to and fro, just swaying like a slow freight train.
Rockin' with the Rhythm of the Rain was the number 1 hit on this day, 1986. It was the Judds' 7th number 1. The Judds, Urban Cowboy, and Jerry Reed have all made their mark on this date, August the 9th, in country music history. It's 6:30 in the morning. Our bottom hour news is coming your way right now here on The Joe Show.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A former Kentucky Justice Cabinet Secretary turning himself in this week to face a sexual assault charge. John Tilley is accused of raping a woman back in April, the assault allegedly happening at a hotel in downtown Lexington. Tilley maintains his innocence. President Biden praising first responders for their actions during deadly flooding in eastern Kentucky. Flood survivor Jeff Hawkins talking about what the people of Kentucky still need.
We need money beyond a commitment to help. We need immediately the resources that are necessary to rebuild the infrastructure and invest in the people who are here.
Hawkins adding,
talk is talk, and I appreciate the well wishes and all of that, but we're at a point now where we really need trained people with equipment to be able to come here and do work.
37 people have died from the flooding in eastern Kentucky. President Joe Biden promising ongoing federal support for flood-ravaged eastern Kentucky.
After getting briefed on recovery efforts from local, state, and FEMA officials, President Biden met with flood victims in Breathitt County.
Got to meet the family back here on this side of the road to see what's happened to their properties, their trailer, everything they had, and how they've come together. No complaining.
The president is promising ongoing federal support.
The federal government, along with the state and county, and the city, we're staying until everybody's back to where they were.
The death toll from the eastern Kentucky floods has reached 38, with 2 people still missing. I'm Paul Miles.
An explosion at a home on US 23 in the Dorton area of Pike County is under investigation. 3 people were injured. Cause of the explosion is unknown. Muhlenberg County Airport in Greenville will soon break ground on a new hangar. The 10,000 square foot building will support the Madison Community Fixed Wing Aviation Program. I'm Rob Carpenter.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
This is Jesse Johnson, Senior Vice President of Whitaker Bank's newest branch, located in downtown Danville at 218 West Main Street. Whatever your banking needs, Whitaker Bank is here to help. Give us a call at 859-236-9822 to discuss your options and let us put our experience in customer service to work. We look forward to speaking with you. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A euthanasia day to the Garrett County Animal Shelter has been postponed. In July, the Garrett County Animal Shelter said they were on red alert and had only 5 open kennels left. That left them no choice but to begin thinking about setting a euthanasia date. However, the Garrett Central Record is reporting that after pleading for help, the public responded, adopting every dog out of the shelter that had free adoption sponsorships. The numbers at the Garrett Animal Shelter are staggering. Last year, the shelter brought in 470 animals. a number that's nearly been surpassed already this year with 450 animals through the early portion of August. You can help out the Garrett County Animal Shelter by donating money or items. The Boyle County Genealogical and Historical Society will host a public meeting tonight called Memories of Raintree County, a movie that was partially filmed in Danville in 1956. Tonight's program will feature Ron Shilton, a former WHIR DJ who was also a stand-in for lead actor Montgomery Clift. The program begins tonight at 6 o'clock in the Danville Boyle County Public Library Community Room. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting today. Among the items on the agenda includes updates on the Eastern Kentucky flooding by Judge Executive Howard Hunt, Solid Waste and Recycling Director Angie Muncie, and Economic Development Authority's John Roush. The meeting is open to the public and will also be live streamed on the Boyle County Media YouTube page at 9 o'clock this morning. And students at 5 area schools are enjoying their last day of summer break. School starts tomorrow for Boyle, Danville Christian Academy, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. Casey County will start school on Thursday. Danville will start school the following Wednesday, August 17th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis. It's back to school month, and at Danville schools, you're invited to a back to school block party. From 4 until 6 o'clock on Tuesday, Danville High School students, parents, and guardians are invited to Danville High School for their back to school block party. The students will get to meet their teachers, see their classrooms, and get important documents that are needed to start the school year on August 17th. Don't miss it. Free food, free Pepsi products, and a live broadcast at Danville High School's back to school block party. It's live from Danville High School on Tuesday from 4 until 6 on Z105.
Danville Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
Get your Buick today at Bob Allen Buick in Danville. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Experience the all-new 22 Buick Encore GX and take advantage of 0% financing. Available for well-qualified buyers. The new Buick Encore GX features the tech you need everywhere you go. Bob Allen Buick, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
The great folks with Bluegrass Biomedical and Bluegrass IT Services here in Danville remind listeners, please give blood as often as you can. The average shelf life of blood is only 42 days. In order to meet the increasing demand for blood in our community, please be a hero and give the gift of life. This message from Bluegrass Biomedical and Bluegrass IT Services here in Danville, reminding listeners, as Americans, it's our responsibility to help safeguard our country and its people.
When I count my blessings, I think of my beautiful Smoky Mountains, the place that connects us. And I think of Dollywood, where nature's beauty, fun, music, and laughter bring us together.
Soar on world-class rides, taste award-winning recipes, and play in the great outdoors. Splash and play all summer with a 2-park Super Pass. Details at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood, love every moment.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382, and that's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. Some storms today, most of those coming later on this evening, and could produce some pretty heavy rainfall. We do expect mostly sunny skies for the remainder, really, of this morning and afternoon. Starting to see some, clouds overhead, but sunshine poking through as well, so we're glad to see that. So again, best chance of rain comes tonight into tomorrow. Partly sunny tomorrow, high of 82. Thursday, mostly sunny, 83 is your high. It's 6:38 in the morning right now, 73 degrees here in Danville. Larry Vaught giving us Vaught's Views. What's up with Larry today?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
If you just look at Kentucky's offensive line, you might wonder if the Big Blue Wall can really be as good as it has been when UK opens the season next month. Kentucky lost NFL draft picks Luke Fortner and Darian Kennard off last year's team, along with undrafted free agent Dare Rosenthal. That's 3 starters to replace, and it actually becomes 4 positions to replace with the move of Eli Cox from guard to center. So I can understand why there could be some questions about UK's offensive line going into the season. However, I think the more intriguing part of Kentucky's offensive line is a fairy tale guard-like composition of the projected starting lineup this season. Let's start with guard Kenneth Horsey, the team's inspirational leader. He had open-heart surgery as a high school senior. The other guard, Auburn transfer Tayshawn Manning, had chemotherapy in high school after being diagnosed with leukemia. Like Horsey, he survived and thrived.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
I try to be part of the in crowd. I try to be really careful about how I dress, what I do, and who I hang out with. This time of year, I'm hanging out with a higher class group. Go!
From horse shows to rides, games, food, concerts, exhibits, and more. This year's Kentucky State Fair has everything, so you can do your thing August 18th through 28th. Buy your tickets online and get free parking. Just go to kystatefair.org.
Eli Cox is making the move from guard to center, which is not as easy as Luke Fortner made it look last year. But he's also coming off knee surgery. Likely starting tight end Keaton Upshaw missed all of last season with a knee injury. Projected starting tackles Jeremy Flax and Deion Buford have neither one made a collegiate start. So that's 2 survivors of major health issues, 2 coming off knee surgery, and 2 without a collegiate start that will be in the Big Blue Wall. And yet I'm convinced the offensive line is going to be just fine.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Thank you there, Larry. Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, Mondays through Fridays. Right here in the Joe Show at this time. 238-WHIR, the number to call in this morning, 238-9447. So there is this mattress brand called Casper. Have you heard of this mattress brand? They're called Casper, and they're actually hiring for a position where sleeping on the job is not just accepted, it is required. It's mandatory. Casper was a company that was founded back in 2014 in New York, and they are now hiring people they're calling Casper Sleepers to sleep for a living. Essentially what these people will do is they'll go to Casper stores, they're going to sleep in their stores and sleep in other unexpected settings out in the world. From there, there are going to be social media profiles that they fill up with content on how their sleeping was and what their experiences are like as a professional sleeper. So if you know someone who just wants to sleep all day long, they can now get paid for this, get paid to nap from the Casper Mattress Company.
Looking for an exciting new career?
I sure am.
Are you tired all the time?
Yeah.
Then you could get a job as a professional napper.
Whoa, what?
Yes, we're looking for a few unmotivated employees who will nap and get paid for it. Just listen to this napping success story.
I was having the most wonderful dream. I was getting paid to take naps.
That wasn't a dream. That was real life.
Whoa, this is amazing. Back to work.
So if you're ready to change your life for the better, apply to...
What happened? Where am I? What's going on?
Come on, man. I already told you what was happening.
Right. Back to work again.
Apply to be a professional napper. Your exciting new career starts today.
Who are you?
Oh, come on.
Let's see what's going on in the world of good for many people. That is the world of good, getting paid to nap. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I'm right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver line in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer. Few good news stories making the rounds this morning. Starting off with story number 1. Let's go to St. Paul, Minnesota, where police officer Bill Bodette was patrolling when he spotted smoke and followed it to a home where he learned that young children were inside a home that was on fire. Rather than wait for firefighters, Bodette busted down the back doors of the home and got 4 young girls ages 4 to 7 out of the home to safety. Deputy St. Paul Fire Chief Ken Adams called Bodette a hero and says his actions very likely saved those little girls' lives. Here's Bodette talking about the whole situation.
It was life-saving. By Officer Bodette going in and getting them out, it changes the whole scenario.
Yeah, it changes the whole scenario of that scene. Way to go to Bo Bodette. Number 2, a week ago, a proud dad posted a TikTok video of his young son freaking out because he opened a birthday present. When he realizes it's a Singer sewing machine, he goes crazy. It's clearly exactly what the kid wanted. It went viral, and the dad posted an emotional follow-up saying they love the comments they've been getting, but he says his wife deserves all the credit for being the always supportive parent from day one. And you can see the boy's sewing station all set up and his first project online if you want to do that. Number 3, a U.S. Army veteran named Jason Wilson has been going viral for his company called Meat Therapy Barbecue, which is an effort to share healing in the form of barbecue. He says he struggled to acclimate once he got back to civilian life, but barbecue and serving others were two things that helped him. And so he combined those things to create a platform to help other veterans. And number 4, a new study has found that smartphones can actually boost our memory skills by acting as sort of an external memory. It frees up our brains for other things, essentially. So maybe there's a good side to not having to memorize phone numbers. The good news, a brave cop, a supportive dad, and the healing power of barbecue. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Good. It's 7:15, which means we've got NASCAR news coming your way in 60 seconds right here on The Joe Show on this Tuesday morning. 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
When it comes to taking your medication, are you really following your doctor's directions? Your friends at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 900 Houstonville Road understand the difficulty of following a medication program, especially if you are taking multiple medications, maintaining a busy schedule, experiencing side effects, or feeling better. But your Medicine Shop pharmacist also understands the importance of taking your medication properly. Regardless if you are maintaining an ongoing treatment program or if you're just taking a one-time prescription, it is vital that you take your medication as prescribed so that you receive the fullest benefits. The Medicine Shop offers free weekly medication packaging. We customize your medication therapy and deliver your weekly package, all with no additional charge to you. Let us simplify your therapy and maximize your treatment plan. Visit the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 900 Houstonville Road or call 238-0002 for more information about the importance of medication compliance. It's just another healthy reminder from the pharmacy that's all about your health.
I've been through longer winning streaks.
But the latest one for Kevin Harvick is over.
Great day from a lot of different perspectives, a lot of things that feel good.
There was definitely a sense of danger. She told me there's an active shooter. There are shots that have been fired in the mall.
Mark Caro and PRN's Garage Pass.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. That looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
You wash the outside, clean the inside, and make sure maintenance is up to date. Pamper your car's engine and fuel system by adding Z-Max Micro Lubricant. Using the fluids as a carrier to reach internal parts, Z-Max literally soaks into metal, dispersing harmful carbon buildup. This helps improve performance, extend engine life, and reduce emissions. Get Z-Max today at zmax.com or your local auto parts store.
Desperately needing a win to make the season-ending NASCAR Cup Series playoff, Kevin Harvick won at Michigan, snapping a 65-race losing streak and making his first trip to victory lane since September 2020.
It's just the way that it goes, right? I mean, you look back at anybody's career and they go through losing streaks. We're just fortunate to end it. That's the best part, right? Start dotting I's and crossing T's, and next thing you know, it comes together. So I've been through longer winless streaks, and it's fun to go through it with the same group of guys when you finally pop out of it and you're like, man, all that work feels pretty good now.
Harvick's 59th career checkered flag was win number 6 on Michigan's 2-mile track. There's now 15 different winners in 2022, leaving only one position currently to make the playoff on points. That means, unbelievably, Martin Truex Jr., who's 4th in the driver standings, is now on the outside looking in, with second place Ryan Blaney on the bubble. The difference between the two, only 19 points. From the pole, Bubba Wallace nearly punched his ticket to the playoff, but wound up the runner-up.
Only negatives, we didn't win. A ton of positives this weekend. We had speed, we had the car. The team is pumped up. Our confidence is still continuing to grow, so we get to go into Richmond with the momentum still on our side and just got to keep after it. I'm just bummed that we just didn't win the race.
When you bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive, you could save money, but it doesn't cover any terrible memories living rent-free in your head.
Hey, just wanted to remind you of that time your kicker missed the extra point and lost the game. Even though he literally never missed an extra point, he chose this playoff game to miss. Yeah, I just noticed you hadn't thought about that in a bit. Wouldn't want you to miss, thinking about it.
Sorry, we can't save you from that memory, but we could save you money bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Renters insurance and bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Last Thursday afternoon, Kyle Busch and his son Brexton were enjoying the amusement park in Minnesota's Mall of America, while his wife and baby daughter were somewhere else in the giant complex, when suddenly shots rang out.
There was definitely a sense of danger. Samantha called me. We had no idea. Brexton and I were actually in line for a ride. We were the next to go on that ride. She told me, she goes, there's an active shooter. There are shots that have been fired in the mall. And at that point, you don't know, right? So that's the scariest part, is you have no idea what is happening. So I'm asking her, where are you? What store is it coming from? What level are you on? All those sorts of things to figure out, am I walking my way right into it, or am I walking my way out of it?
PRN's Garage Pass, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect the stuff you love with Renters Insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Take your solid waste and recycling to one of the convenience centers operated by Boyle County with no fee for Boyle residents. In Danville on Ghost Pike, in Junction City on Alum Springs Road, in Perryville on Harrodsburg Road, in Mitchellsburg on Mitchellsburg Road, and in Forkland on Forkland Road. For days and times open, go online to BoyleKY.com.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Oh, it is so true. A nasty car don't run good. You want to make sure you get your car running great by looking great. Go to Thoroughbred Car Wash off Perryville Road, Danville. Your car will love you for it. Nothing better than a clean car from Thoroughbred Car Wash, Danville.
At the car wash, working at the car wash, yeah.
That's Thoroughbred Car Wash in the Big Lot Shopping Center.
Here's a commercial that has no other point but to make you hungry. Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, double cheeseburger, the double cheeseburger, the double quarter pounder with cheese, the double quarter pounder with cheese, chicken McNuggets. I'll take a 20-piece, please. The crispy chicken sandwich, the crispy chicken sandwich, filet of fish, the filet of fish, hot fresh French fries. Visit McDonald's of Danville and Harrodsburg. Their drive-thrus are open.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Rise and shine, champions. Right here on the Happy Station, AM 1230 WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on 1230 WHIR. Darling.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Appreciate that, Rebecca. Cowell Collision Center here in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell that tow truck driver, take your vehicle over to the experts, Brent and Devin, at Cowell Collision Center, Lebanon Road, right here in Danville. You get sunshine expected today, a high of 85, a low tonight of 70, and rain showers later on tonight from 11 o'clock until 2 overnight. Expect to see about a half an inch of rain possible. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and a high of 82. And on Thursday, you get sunshine, a high of 83. Right now, it's 6:53 in the morning. It is 74 degrees here in Danville. It's time for a little silliness at sunrise. To wake you up with a chuckle, we start off with Rick Dees, and from his Boyle County farm, letting us know what app we should download today.
Welcome to the planet
of the apps. But you may want to make your own music video, and now with an app called Triller, you can. Triller. And with Triller, you just pick a song, shoot a few seconds of video of yourself, and then the Triller app will create a music video starring you and your friends. Several different filters you can use. You can make special effects. And then when you finish the video, it makes it easy to email or text to your friends or family. Or you can share the video on Instagram, Twitter, Vine, Facebook, whatever. It's free, once again called Triller. Right here in this molten magma where we make our own music videos. It's Rick Dees right here in today's Planet of the Apps.
Thank you there, Ricky Dees. The Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays right here on the Joe Show at this time. Leads us into the country comic spotlight this morning. Jimmy Fallon joking on last night's Tonight Show about the Inflation Reduction Act that passed, but just barely.
Everyone's talking about this. On Sunday, Senate Democrats were able to pass a massive climate, health care, and tax bill called the Inflation Reduction Act. That's right. The bill was passed 51 to 50. It was a great way to let the world know that half of us are united.
And joke number 2 from Jimmy Fallon. Big weekend for President Biden, Jimmy said, joking about that on NBC. There was a lot that was going on in President Biden's life. A big weekend for him.
Well, guys, it was a big weekend for the President Biden. Senate Democrats passed the historic Inflation Reduction Act. The economy added more than 500,000 new jobs, and he finally tested negative for COVID.
Yeah, that's true. Big
so
time.
he was able to leave the White House for the first time in over 2 weeks. And this is great. When he emerged from hibernation, he predicted 6 more weeks of summer. Oh, yeah! Come on!
And yesterday on ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, he actually had Rob McElhenney hosting for him. And Rob joked about President Biden being COVID-free as well.
Good news, President Biden is now COVID-free. Yep. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. He's back on his feet and as healthy as a 175-year-old horse.
Jokes from late night television, keeping you up late and making you laugh late as well and early this morning. And speaking of laughing, the country comic spotlight this morning focuses directly on Corey Michaelis. Corey Michaelis, who is a stand-up comedian, he's also a teacher, and he talks about some of the weird names that his students have and his trouble spelling and pronouncing some of these names. Here's Corey Michaelis in the country comic spotlight.
I love my students an appropriate amount. It's important. So. You ever met that teacher who's like, I love kids? All right, back off. Love my students. They have some weird names, which can be kind of awkward. Some weird names. Parents are giving out some weird names, which is fine. I think that's great. Give your kid a weird name. You just can't get mad at me if I can't pronounce or spell your weird name. That's all I think, right? A girl got mad at me recently because I misspelled her name on the board for everyone to see, which can be embarrassing. I understand that. But her name was Rose. I was like, oh, I don't think you can misspell that word, right? She goes, yeah, it's R-O-Z-E. Well, I'm pretty sure your parents were wrong, right? Looks like when they had you, they made 2 mistakes. Oh, you guys don't do standing ovations for jokes? Okay. Fine. Another kid, his name was spelled G-A-G-N-O-N, like gagging on. Like, you all right, man? What are you gagging on? Everything good? This is kind of a weird name, whatever. I call him that all year long until the end of the year. I heard his girlfriend. She goes, hey, Ganyan, come here. Because it was French. I was like, dude, I've been calling you Gaganon for 9 months. You didn't say anything. He goes, I just kind of thought you were being a jerk. Well, I just thought your parents were weird. I don't know.
Corey Michaelis in the country comic spotlight this morning, dealing with some of the different names that he sees as a teacher. Also, Jimmy Fallon, Rob McElhenney joking for you, and Ricky Dees in this morning's Planet of the Abs. We are 90 seconds away from top hour news on what's looking like so far a pretty good Tuesday here in the city of First. 73 degrees in Danville.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you'll be speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español.
Gracias, Babbel.
Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
McElroy Plumbing of Danville. McElroy Plumbing of Danville. They also will work for you in Lancaster, Harrodsburg, Stanford, Perryville, Junction City. You need plumbing done. You want to call Tony McElroy, 859-326-7431. A licensed plumber for over 20 years. Great guy. Gives you a fair price. Call Tony McElroy Plumbing. McElroy Plumbing, 859-326-7431. 326-7431.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. FBI agents have executed a search warrant at former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. The raid was in connection to materials Trump allegedly brought to his Florida home after he left the White House following his defeat in 2020. Historian Michael Beschloss notes that would be in violation of the Presidential Records Act.
If Donald Trump violated that law, and we may find that the FBI is finding evidence of that tonight, that has real penalties, including the fact that he may never be able to serve in federal office ever again.
Trump, who is in New York, issued a statement saying his home is under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. The former president claimed the action was political. President Biden is set to sign a major semiconductor bill during a White House ceremony later today. Mark Mayfield with more.
The CHIPS bill aims to boost U.S. manufacturing of computer chips. The administration says the bipartisan measure will help lower the cost of everyday goods, strengthen American manufacturing and innovation, while creating well-paying jobs. It is also intended to make the U.S. more competitive with China. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Another day, another drop in gas prices. AAA reports a national average for a gallon of regular fell another 2 cents, down to $4.03. The average is seen a steep drop from a month ago when drivers were paying an average of $4.69 a gallon. Four-time Grammy Award winner Olivia Newton-John is dead at the age of 73 after losing a battle against breast cancer that lasted decades. She had devoted herself to helping cancer survivors, traveling the world to raise money and awareness.
I want to see an end to cancer in my lifetime, and that's my goal.
The pop singer, who became a sensation back in the 70s with such hits as Have You Never Been Mellow, passed away Monday in Southern California. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Winston, my life has become so dreadfully tedious. Operas, riding lessons, yachting, such ennui.
Fret no more, my lady, for I have procured admission to the Kentucky State Fair, where one can delight in the splendor of rides, games, food, concerts, exhibits, and more.
The Kentucky State Fair, August 18th through 28th at the Kentucky Exposition Center.
I shall partake of the ear d'elephant.
Oh, excellent taste, dear, excellent.
Get advance tickets plus free parking at kystatefair.org.
If Baby could talk, she'd say a lot. You'd know what she's thinking and what makes her happy. But unfortunately, Baby can't talk or remind you. You're the one taking her to daycare today, and she won't speak up if you drive straight to work like any other day and never think to look in the backseat. Every year, dozens of kids die from heat stroke in cars. No one is perfect, so set a reminder and always look before you lock. Where's Baby? Paid for by NHTSA.
Taiwan claims China's military drills are part of a game plan for invasion. China began the live military exercises around Taiwan following House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit. During a press conference Tuesday, the Taiwanese foreign minister said China's exercises are an attempt to weaken public morale in Taiwan. The Pentagon has set a price tag on renaming a North Carolina military base named after a Confederate general. Trey Thomas reports.
The Pentagon's naming commission says it will cost more than $6.3 million
million to completely change the name of Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty. The North Carolina Army base currently bears the name of Confederate General Braxton Bragg. It's one of 9 military installations across the country that will undergo name changes by January 1st, 2024. The estimated cost to rename all 9 bases is more than $21 million. I'm Trey Thomas.
Boeing is set to resume deliveries of its wide-body jetliners. Brad Ford with that story.
The FAA says Boeing will start distributing its 787 Dreamliner in the coming days after making necessary changes to ensure the jet meets all certification standards. Boeing suspended deliveries in May 2021 as regulators and the company reviewed a series of manufacturing flaws. Among the issues identified was tiny incorrect spacing in some parts of the fuselage. American Airlines could receive a new Dreamliner as early as Wednesday.
The President and First Lady Jill Biden are heading to South Carolina this week. Sarah Bartlett with details.
They'll travel to Kiowa Island on Wednesday for vacation, and they're scheduled to be there until August 16th. The White House has not said if any other stops in the Palmetto State are scheduled for the Bidens during their stay. It'll be President Biden's first trip to South Carolina since he spoke at SC State's commencement ceremony in December. He was cleared to leave isolation on Sunday after his rebound coronavirus infection.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville is honored to have served this community since 1972. They're excited to announce they're offering even more $5.99 lunch specials. Choose from Lee's 2-piece breast strips, 2-piece dark chicken, chicken slider, plus a side of your choice along with a regular drink and an apple pie or cookie. Just $5.99, varieties to spice of life, and you'll enjoy the variety of 2 great tastes together with the new Danville Special. Can't decide what you want? You love the legendary taste of Lee's chicken, or if you caught the great taste of Lee's fish, how about both? You've got to try the new Lee's Danville Special. You get 2 pieces of Lee's chicken, 2 pieces of fish, a side of your choice, plus a hot homestyle buttermilk biscuit, all of it just $7.99. You'll get hooked on the Danville Special. 2 pieces of chicken plus 2 pieces of fish, a side of your choice, and a hot homestyle buttermilk biscuit, all of it just $7.99. Lee's still caters. Call them at 236-8777. 236-8777 for the great taste of Lee's. Serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years. It's Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville on South 4th.
Hello? Guess who went out last night? I got hot and worked up, but I'm not the one who went out. It was my air conditioner. And I sure hope it had a good time, because I sure didn't.
I know just the person for you to see. Hensley's Heating and Air.
Hensley's Heating and Air?
Yes, give them a call right now.
What's the number?
859-336-3965.
Hensley's Heating and Air. Local. Quick, timely service. 859-336-3965.
Good morning to you folks. It's Tuesday. It's August the 9th on our calendar, a day where we do expect sunshine, and we're seeing clear skies early on this Tuesday morning. Most of the rain looks as if it'll be later on, late tonight, once we're already cozy in bed overnight into Wednesday morning. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here first, brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford, Lincoln Mazda on the 127 bypass in Danville, or shop online anytime at StuartPowellFord.com.
Hi, this is Fred with Stuart Powell Ford here in Danville. And since 1949, Stuart Powell has made it easy for Central Kentuckians to purchase new and pre-owned vehicles by providing quality products and services at a fair price, all while treating our customers like family. What you may not know is that we also purchase vehicles directly from individuals. We pay market value for pre-owned vehicles, and there's never an obligation to purchase another one from us. So stop by and see us here at 225 South Danville Bypass, and we'll make it easy for you to sell it at a fair price while being treated like family.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
When tornadoes ravaged western Kentucky in December, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office stepped up and donated cruisers to law enforcement there. Now they're stepping up to help the Perry County Sheriff's Department in the midst of the catastrophic flooding. The Kentucky Sheriff's Association reached out to statewide sheriff departments to see if any of them could help out.
The deputies down there had been overworked and working 24-hour shifts and needed time off, and so we came in, started Friday, working shifts day and night. We're going to do it for the rest of the week until this Friday.
That's Boyle Boyle County Sheriff Captain Casey McCoy. The Boyle deputies working in Perry County are working alongside those Perry County deputies in that area hit hard by flooding. They'll stay in a camper in Hazard that's owned by a Boyle deputy and work 12-hour shifts to help the Perry County deputies. That, as McCoy said, we're working 24 hours. McCoy says to make this work has been a team effort.
Our deputies at home are covering the shifts of these guys so they can come down and help out down here. So everybody's kind of working together to make sure that we got everything covered at home and help out here. 2
Boyle County deputies will be there until Friday, with 2 other deputies driving to Hazard to rotate in their place as the week goes on. A euthanasia day to the Garrett County Animal Shelter has been postponed. In July, the Garrett County Animal Shelter said they were on red alert and had only 5 open kennels left. That left them no choice but to begin thinking about setting a euthanasia date. However, the Garrett Central Record is reporting that after pleading for help, the public responded, adopting every dog out of the shelter that had free adoption sponsorships. The numbers of the Garrett Animal Shelter are staggering. Last year, the shelter brought in 470 animals, a number that's nearly been surpassed already this year, with 450 animals through the early portion of August. You can help out the Garrett County Animal Shelter by donating money or items. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you'll be speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español.
Gracias, Babbel.
Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
our buddies over at Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's, where everyone in the family is certified something to tastify their taste buds. Cattleman's Roadhouse on the Danville bypass, where a great steak truly is just the beginning. You get sunshine on this Tuesday morning, a high today of 85, a low tonight of 70. Lots of rain tonight, overnight, into Wednesday morning. So again, the good news is that most of that rain will come overnight. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 82. Get a chance of rain showers tomorrow night. And Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 83. Right now, it's 7:11 in the morning. It's 73 degrees right here in Danville. 238-WHIR is your phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. And we'd love to have you on the show. There was a couple who was making headlines. They're in Greece. They're on a Grecian vacation. And they apparently went out for a couple of drinks and some snacks, so nothing too big. And they got a bill for 460 euros. Now, for those who don't know the euro equivalent to the U.S. dollar, because I didn't know, I had to look it up, a euro is worth just about $1 U.S. dollar. 1 euro is almost equal to $1 U.S. dollar. It's like 1 euro equals $1.02 of United States money. So 460 euros is like 470 U.S. dollars. So imagine going out for what you think is just a couple of drinks, a couple of appetizers, so to say, and you're paying $470 for it. Well, that's apparently the way it is there in Greece, and there are people who make their money charging lots and lots for food and drinks to tourists. Like, check this out.
Greetings, this is Cyrano's Papadikasakalis. Looking for a vacation that is nice and also very expensive? Then come to Greece. Yes, our fine dining establishment offers juicy steak for just €500.
Wow, that seems kind of pricey.
Pricey but worth it. Want salad? Cyrano's Papadikasakalis has that for you for just €800. Feast on the tasty salad.
I can't afford that.
You can and you will.
I'll just have water if that's okay.
Very good. I give you the Cyrano's Papadikasakalis discount. Only €1,000 for water.
Oh, come on.
Hey, you are breathing our air. That would cost an extra €5,000.
I'm leaving.
Suit yourself. So come to Greece with best snacks and such for very expensive. Or my name is Cyrano's Papadikasakalis. See you soon.
There you go. It's 7:13 in the morning. We've got sports with the Big Daddy coming your way. After that, we're going to interview Radio Ron Shilton about Raintree County. He was a stand-in in that movie, and there's what's going to be a really, really cool public program tonight at the Boyle County Public Library. We'll be talking with Radio Ron about that coming up right after sports with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram, brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the 127 bypass in Danville.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the Danville bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
At Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors, since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky men's basketball begins its four-game exhibition series tomorrow night in the Bahamas. UK faces the Dominican Republic National Select Team at 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Pre-game shows at 6:30 on your home for the Cats, Z105. Kentucky football is ranked in the coaches' preseason top 25 for the first time ever. The Cats, one of 6 SEC schools ranked, come in at number 21. Alabama's number 1, followed by Ohio State and defending national champion Georgia. Texas A&M is 7th, UK 21st, Arkansas 23rd, and Ole Miss is 24th. Kentucky opens the season September 3rd with Miami of Ohio at Kroger Field on Z105. Kentucky football's had another player to enter the transfer portal. Former 4-star recruit Joel Williams had selected UK over Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Florida, and Georgia in the class of 2020. Williams, a defensive back, will have 3 years of eligibility remaining. In Major League Baseball last night, the New York Mets showed why they're in first place in the National League East with great pitching and clutch hitting by downing the Cincinnati Reds 5-1. It was the Mets' 13th win in their last 15 games. Game 2 starters tonight will be Mike Minor for the Reds versus Carlos Carrasco for the Mets. Longtime Lincoln County sports writer Nancy Leedy passed away last week. Leedy wrote for the Interior Journal and the Advocate Messenger. Nancy always provided fair and concise coverage of all Patriot teams. She was 62. R.I.P. Nancy Leedy. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hello?
Guess who went out last night?
You went out last night?
Well, I got hot and worked up, but I'm not the one who went out. It was my air conditioner.
I know just the person for you to see. Hensley's Heating and Air.
Hensley's Heating and Air?
Yes, give them a call right now.
What's the number?
859-336-3965. 336-3965.
Hensley's Heating and Air. Quick, timely service. 859-336-3965.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and Saturday 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Dunn's Barbecue and Catering, located in Harrisburg, Kentucky. Here for your affordable catering needs. Ribs, chicken, brisket, as well as our famous pulled pork. All sides homemade. Available for weddings, company picnics, family reunions, or just an old-fashioned pig roast. So call 859-734-3675. That's 859-734-3675. Dunn's Catering and Barbecue. 859-734-3675. I'm Sid Dunn, like my Uncle Herb always used to say.
It's not barbecue until it's done.
Garrett Automotive in Lancaster reminds you, due to improvements in detection, treatment, and public awareness, deaths due to cancer are being reduced. Cancer is a tough topic for people to confront, but if you take the time to be informed, you can greatly reduce your risk. This from Garrett Automotive at 212 Stanford Street in Lancaster, your Parts City Auto Parts store since 1984. For service that's next to none, call 859-792-2149. Cancer is a word, not a sentence.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you for that, Rebecca. Brought to you by Central Kentucky Mulch and Stone, your landscaping supplier for designer and construction gravel, cut stones, color mulches, straw blankets, and landscape fabric. They're on Daveco Drive, right off the Danville Bypass, just south of Stuart Powell Ford, and they're online at CKYMulchandStone.com. Well, we expected rain showers today. The good news is that while we do expect it, it's expected to be later on tonight while we're all back in bed, cozying up and ready to wake up Wednesday morning. Most of that going to come overnight. We do now expect to see mostly sunny skies this afternoon. It's clear right now. 85 is your high today. Tomorrow, chance of rain showers. Thunderstorms, could be some pretty heavy rainfall again early in the morning tomorrow. Partly sunny later, high of 82. And Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 83. Right now, it is 7:19 in the morning.
I love you in Raintree County.
And we are joined on the telephone by Radio Ron Shilton to talk about Raintree County. Good morning, Radio Ron. How are you?
Well, good morning. I am quite well for a senior citizen. I'm recovering still from the E.G. Plummer 5K that I ran this past Saturday in Danville.
Yeah, you were down here in Danville running in the E.G. Plummer 5K. Do you do that every year?
I do. I think this was my 7th straight year, except for the COVID year, of course.
Yeah.
And so, I enjoyed because I get to see some of my old friends, and of course, E.G. and I attended Danville High School at about the same period.
There you go. I'm a Danville High School grad myself. A little bit later, I'm a 2007 graduate of Danville High School. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Radio Ron, introduce you. Most people are probably familiar with you, but introduce yourself, those maybe who are hearing you for the first time. You were a former WHIR DJ, correct?
That's correct. It all started for me, Joe, right there in those studios in 1960. I was just out of the Army, and I went out to the station, and I believe Ray Ramsey was PD, and Ray Holbrook was the general manager. And I told him I would like to apply for a job. And I remember Ray handing me a copy of Kroger, and he said, "Read this." And so I read it, and he said, "You, sir, are the new Nighthawk." So I started on the air, of course, as the Nighthawk, but they quickly put me on the morning show, and I held that down for 2 years until 63.
So the morning man here, right here on WHIR for 2 years from 61 to 63. So this is after then, Ron, when you appeared in Raintree County, and you're doing a program today, actually later on this evening. I believe it begins at 6 o'clock tonight at the Boyle County Public Library about Raintree County, which was, of course, partially filmed right here in Danville. So let's start off with the question, Ron. How in the world did you get this role in Raintree County? You were a stand-in for Montgomery Cliff. Tell us how all this worked out for you.
Well, I was just out of my junior year at UK, coming home to Danville for a summer, I guess, of just lounging around at my folks' home. And all of a sudden, somebody started talking, or a friend of mine said, "Do you know what's happening this summer?" "No." "Well, they're going to film Raintree County here in Danville. They tell me it's going to be like another Gone with the Wind. So I did have one very close friend, and that was Evan Henson. So I called him up. And, of course, Evan, as the founder of the Pioneer Playhouse, and he was also the person responsible for MGM to come to Danville for the locations. I said, could you get me a part in the picture? He said, sure. There's going to be several extras. And so he was really responsible for my getting in the picture and being the stand-in for Montgomery Clift.
Yeah, so, well, you said there's going to be a lot of extras, but you were the one picked to be the stand-in for the lead actor, Montgomery Clift. So there's a lot of extras, Ron, but you're the one picked as kind of the extra, right?
Well, you might say that. The stand-in has a very, very important task, and that is to stand quite still when the major actors are getting ready for their close-up, and they get the lighting just perfectly, put an X on your toe, and there was one instance where I was standing on one side of the gate, and the stand-in for Elizabeth Taylor was standing right across from me, and I thought, oh, this is great. You know, here I am doing this all day. Well, they tapped her on the shoulder, the stand-in for Liz Taylor. She moved out, and the real Elizabeth Taylor stood in, and there I was.
Yes.
Nose to nose and toes to toes with a most beautiful lady on the silver screen.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you have any actual personal, like, conversations with Elizabeth Taylor? And you said you got to stand face-to-face with her. How old were you at this point, Ron? You're in college,
I was
so...
20. I would have been going into my senior year at UK at the age of 21, and she was 24. But, Joe, I'm telling you, those beautiful periwinkle blue eyes were mesmerized.
Oh, I bet so. Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor, she was, at that point, Ron, she was the movie star, right?
Absolutely. And, well, she was having some problems, I believe, in her personal life, getting a divorce from Michael Wilding, but she was dating Mike Todd.
Yes.
Flying back and forth from Chicago to have lunch with him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she was the queen of MGM at that time.
Yeah. You talk about some of the things in her personal life. I was doing some background reading on this yesterday. There was a lot of things that happened kind of behind the scenes. Right, Ron? I think Montgomery Clift was in a car accident at one point in the middle of filming the movie.
They had filmed part of the picture in Hollywood, and he was at a party with Liz, or that Liz Taylor was hosting, and probably had a couple, drove down the driveway, crashed his car, and really almost died. I mean, it was horrific. And she reached in, she came down the driveway, supposedly pulling his teeth out of the back of his throat to save his life. But his facial features were never the same after plastic surgery, and he came to Danville to film the rest of the picture.
Yeah, apparently people who really look in depth in this movie, Ron, they say you can tell the scenes that were filmed before the car accident and after the car accident because Montgomery Clift just has a different look on his face.
You're absolutely right, Joe. I have noticed that, of course, as an actor myself. His left side of his face was partially paralyzed, and you can tell it if you look closely at the scenes that were filmed before the accident and after.
So tonight, Ron, you're doing this program on Raintree County. What kind of things do you plan on talking about? Is it just kind of, your basic conversations like this? Are you going to take questions from the audience? How is this going to work tonight, Ron?
Yeah, when I received the invitation to give the talk, I started delving into the old archives of my memory bank. At my age, that's not an easy task, but Joe, I started to once again feel the excitement of that magical summer in Danville, and out of the 14, I'm looking at them here, out of the 14 in the cast, there's only one other person still alive, and that's Eva Marie Singh.
Oh, wow.
She just celebrated her 98th birthday, and so I'm going to sort of throw it out for questions. I have a lot of pictures that I'll be bringing, and of course, some personal reminiscing on my part. But then I thought I'd throw it out, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to voice them.
You're going to swing by and pick up Eva Marie Saint, right? Don't bring her to the program, too?
Of course I'm going to bring her along. I wouldn't think otherwise. We're going to meet at the Playhouse at about 4 o'clock. They have a tremendous Raintree County exhibit.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to take a look at that and mosey on down to the library and get started at about 6 this evening.
Yeah, so make sure you're there. Again, we only had about 10, 15 minutes or so to talk, but this is going to be a great program to come and be a part of. If you're a fan of Raintree County, if you're a fan of just Danville and Boyle County history, if you want to know more about this film that I believe was filmed in 56 and released in 57, is that right?
That's correct.
Yes.
We shot, I think, for a couple of months in June, July, or most of August. And then, of course, they had the premiere the following year in 57.
Yes.
So it was actually shot in 56.
And reading about this film, due to there being delays due to issues with Clifton Taylor and their personal life and these extravagant sets they built, this film was the most expensive U.S.-based film up to this point in 56 in MGM's history. So it was billed as the next Gone with the Wind. It's going to be an awesome program tonight. Again, they're starting at Pioneer Playhouse, did you say around 4 o'clock tonight, Ron?
Yeah, that's right, Joe. Around 4 o'clock, we'll take a look at that tremendous exhibit they have there at the Playhouse, and then we'll go on down to the library.
So come on out to the library at the Boyle County Public Library Community Meeting Room tonight, 6 o'clock, for Ron Shilton, Radio Ron, former WHIR DJ and stand-in for Raintree County, as he goes over some great memories of that film that was made right here, in part, in Danville and Boyle County. Ron, appreciate you being on. Safe travels to you, and we'll see you tonight, okay?
Joe, my pleasure.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
You too. Bye. That's Ron Shilton from Raintree County. Tonight, 6 o'clock. Go listen up. It's going to be awesome. It's 7:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
President Joe Biden promising ongoing federal support for flood-ravaged eastern Kentucky.
After getting briefed on recovery efforts from local, state, and FEMA officials, President Biden met with flood victims in Breathitt County.
Got to meet the family back here on this side of the road to see what's happened to their properties, their trailer, everything they had, and how they've come together. No complaining.
The president is promising ongoing federal support.
The federal government, along with the state and county, and the city, we're staying until everybody's back to where they were.
The death toll from the eastern Kentucky floods has reached 38, with 2 people still missing. I'm Paul Miles.
President Biden praising first responders for their actions during deadly flooding in eastern Kentucky. Flood survivor Jeff Hawkins talking about what the people of Kentucky still need.
We need money beyond a commitment to help. We need immediately the resources that are necessary to rebuild the infrastructure and invest in the people who are here.
Hawkins adding,
talk is talk, and I appreciate the well wishes and all of that, but we're at a point now where we really need trained people with equipment to be able to come here and do work.
37 people have died from the flooding in eastern Kentucky. An explosion at a home on US 23 in the Dorton area of Pike County is under investigation. 3 people were injured. Cause of the explosion is unknown. A former Kentucky Justice Cabinet Secretary turning himself in this week to face a sexual assault charge. John Tilley is accused of raping a woman back in April, the assault allegedly happening at a hotel in downtown Lexington. Tilley maintains his innocence. Muhlenberg County Airport in Greenville will soon break ground on a new hangar. The 10,000 square foot building will support the Madison Community Fixed Wing Aviation Program. I'm Rob Carpenter.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Stevenson. Is your air conditioner running?
Why, yes. Thanks to Hensley's Heating and Air, my air conditioner is running great, and I've had no more problems with it.
Hensley's Heating and Air is your local source for HVAC service, so that means timely work completion and neighbors you can trust. Hensley's Heating and Air is locally owned with experienced and certified technicians to get the job done right every time. Hensley's Heating and Air, local, quick, timely service. 859-336-3965.
Joe, it's time for the 19th year of the Pigskin Report. We'll be live at the Harrisburg Pizza Hut every Monday night.
We'll be talking with all the area high school football coaches of Danville, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County, as well as Center College head football coach Andy Fry.
Also reports with Mark Stoops of UK.
It's the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, live Monday nights from 6 o'clock until 7 from the Harrisburg Pizza Hut on 99.5 FM WHBN, 103.9 FM WHIR, and HometownLive.net.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way.
Rise and shine, champions.
Right here on the Happy Station, AM 1230 WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on 1230 WHIR. Darling.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A euthanasia day to the Garrett County Animal Shelter has been postponed. In July, the Garrett County Animal Shelter said they were on red alert and had only 5 open kennels left. That left them no choice but to begin thinking about setting a euthanasia date. However, the Garrett Central Record is reporting that after pleading for help, the public responded, adopting every dog out of the shelter that had free adoption sponsorships. The numbers of the Garrett Animal Shelter are staggering. Last year, the shelter brought in 470 animals, a number that's nearly been surpassed already this year, with 450 animals through the early portion of August. You can help out the Garrett County Animal Shelter by donating money or items. The Boyle County Genealogical and Historical Society will host a public meeting tonight called Memories of Raintree County, a movie that was partially filmed in Danville in 1956. Tonight's program will feature Ron Shilton, a former WHIR DJ who was also a stand-in for lead actor Montgomery Clift. The program begins tonight at 6 o'clock in the Danville Boyle County Public Library Community Room. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting today. Among the items on the agenda includes updates on the Eastern Kentucky flooding by Judge Executive Howard Hunt, Solid Waste and Recycling Director Angie Muncie, and Economic Development Authority's John Roush. The meeting is open to the public and will also be live streamed on the Boyle County Media YouTube page at 9 o'clock this morning. And students at 5 area schools are enjoying their last day of summer break. School starts tomorrow for Boyle, Danville Christian Academy, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. Casey County will start school on Thursday. Danville will start school the following Wednesday, August 17th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
There's nothing like a Dollywood summer. Soar through the treetops on Wild Eagle. Explore the wonders of Wildwood Grove. Play all day and then watch the night sky sparkle to life with our new 3D drone and fireworks show, Dollywood's Sweet Summer Nights. Celebrate summer where the beauty of the Smokies connects us.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
Plan your visit at Dollywood.com.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
We know what that struggle is. We know how bad that is. We know all the damage and the chaos that we created in the past. But the important part is we can show them the solution.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
Kentucky has one of the most expansive state park systems in the nation. For decades, the parks have been bringing people together for family reunions, fishing, hiking, and a wealth of other activities. What's your favorite memory of a Kentucky state park? Unfortunately, it takes more than governmental support to keep the parks vibrant. The Kentucky State Parks Foundation raises money to create educational programs for elementary school kids to connect them with nature, handicapable hiking trails, and the preservation of historical artifacts. Make a tax-deductible donation online at KentuckyStateParksFoundation.org.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Dillahay Street. That's 315 Dillahay. Call ahead for an appointment, and they'd love to talk to you. 236-2299. 236-2299. Danville Auto Body Shop. You get rain showers that could be pretty heavy at times today. Most of that centered around tonight, though. It is a great start to this Tuesday morning on the last day of summer break for every area school except for Casey County and Danville. So tomorrow we'll have Boyle, we'll have Mercer, we'll have Garrett Lincoln, and Danville Christian Academy all going back to school tomorrow. So kids, enjoy your last day of quote-unquote freedom. Partly sunny tomorrow and a high of 82 on the first day of school. And Thursday, mostly sunny, a high of 83. Friday, can you believe when we get to Friday, sunny and 79, but it's 1 week from high school football. Kickoff August the 19th and Friday, August the 12th, a week away from that. Right now, 7:38 in the morning. It's 73 degrees here in Danville. We welcome onto the show Alexis from the Boyle County Extension Office. Good morning, Alexis. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing well.
Good, good. Alexis with the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Alexis Sheffield.
So I know fall is on the way because of the amount of orb weavers I have been seeing outside. So I figured let's talk about them this morning. So I know for a lot of us, seeing a spider makes us want to run for the big shoe or something to squish it. But I want you to stop before you do that. And most spiders in Kentucky will not hurt you. So, in fact, they play a really important role in our healthy ecosystem. They control insect pests that raid our garden, so things like those stink bugs that have probably been plaguing your garden, even mosquitoes, flies, a lot of those things that are just real nuisances to us, spiders play a big role in controlling. So right now, you might start to notice those large, intricate webs of the orb weavers in your garden. Like I said, we start to see these in late summer, meaning fall is on the way. And there are many species of orb weavers in Kentucky, but no other common Kentucky spider makes these organized, very circular, grid-like patterns the orb weavers do. And so they can be really, really beautiful when you see them, especially on a morning like this when we've got some rain droplets or dew on those orbs. And so they do range in size. From those orb weavers from the size of a pencil to larger with legs outstretched. You know, they can be U.S. dollar size. I have a big old girl on some of my plants that I found yesterday, and I won't lie to you, she caught me off guard a little bit. Was a little bit scared for a second, but realized she's doing a lot of good work for me, collecting the end of those Japanese beetles and things like that. And this is one of those yellow and black, they're called argiopes, and she was in the center of her web, and big in, guys, like I said, caught me off guard, but left her there to do her good work in my garden. And so, of course, these guys, they're harmless to humans. You know, they're not going to bite you unless you're going to grab them with your hand, and I know most of us are not going to do that, but even if they do bite, those bites are harmless to humans. So just be careful on that. The other spiders that you might see this time of year are grass spiders. They're very common in Kentucky lawns. And so those are the ones that when you walk out, especially if your grass is a little tall because you haven't been able to mow because it's been raining constantly, I feel you. But grass spiders will create those large funnel-shaped webs down in the grass for something to wander in. And they can be mistaken for brown recluse, but they're going to be, like I said, outside in the grass. They rarely will come into the house. If they do, it's usually by accident. And again, these are harmless to humans, even if you do get bit. And then kind of the last one that we're most used to seeing is wolf spiders. And so these, of course, range in species and size. If you've ever seen a wolf spider, you know that they can be different. Some of them can be really, really large. And those, I'm not going to lie, those get a little scary when you find them in the dark, right? And these guys will, they move quickly. They don't create those webs. and they actually chase their prey, which is where they get the name wolf spider, because they chase their prey like wolves do. And so just the only two spiders that you do need to be on the lookout for really in the state is a brown recluse and a black widow. And so the good news is that these guys hang out in kind of the same spots, both inside and outside the home. As long as you're outside wearing gloves, you should be in good shape. So if you're moving around timber or boxes, or, you know, in my case, I always tend to see a black widow in concrete blocks, so they like that heat, and they'll hang out in there. Just make sure you're wearing gloves. Both of these spiders are very unlikely to bite you unless you put your hand on them or try to handle them in some way. So as long as you're wearing gloves, you should be just fine. But if you do get bit, seek medical attention immediately because, of course, as we know, bad things can happen. So just be on the watch out for those. If you think you have found a brown recluse, I know some people worry about them being in their homes, so you can bring those into your extension office. We can put them under the microscope. After, of course, I douse it in alcohol to kill it. I can put that under the microscope and see what kind of spider it is, or send it off to our entomologist on campus. And so we can definitely ID that for you and help you take care of them if they're in the home. And that's today's Farm and Home News. Join us each weekday at this time for the County Agent's Corner, service of the Boyle, Lincoln, Garrett, and Mercer County UK Extension offices.
Thank you. That's Alexis Sheffield for this morning's County Agent's Corner. Now, Alexis, before you go, I've got some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Alexis, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, good. Fact number one, there are more KFC locations in China than the United States. And it's not even close. There's a lot more. There are 7,166 KFCs in China. There are just 3,943 here in America, so nearly double the amount in China than we have here in the U.S.
And I bet they serve rice instead of mashed potatoes.
Probably do. They like their chicken, though, in China, I guess. Yes. Number two, the fast food chain Popeyes is not named after the cartoon character. It's named after Gene Hackman's character, Popeye Doyle, from the movie The French Connection.
Well, it's not nearly as fun in my opinion.
It's not as fun, no. Number three, the first thing anyone ever purchased online was a bag of weed. Some students from Stanford University, that's not in Lincoln County, by the way, that's in California, they sold a tiny amount of marijuana to some guys from MIT using an early version of the internet that was called ARPANET in 1972.
Because, like, who's going to catch them? Because the police don't know about ARPANET.
Yeah, because no one's using that, yeah. And number four, a women's rights leader named Victoria Woodhull was the first woman to run for president. She ran in 1872 against Ulysses S. Grant. She couldn't even vote for herself because it was 48 years before women got the right to vote.
Good for her.
Yes, way to go, Victoria Woodhull. Right, love it. Good stuff. Alexis with the County Agent's Corner. Appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again Thursday, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Bye. That's Alexis Sheffield with the County Agent's Corner at 7:45 in the morning. Danville City Commissioner Jenny Holland is coming up next.
One of the most trusted names in jewelry is B&L Jewelers. For years, we've been helping you and your neighbors say, I love you, happy anniversary, even here's something just because.
Tell her you love her with a diamond from B&L Diamond Jewelers. Make her stop and think of the love you both share. Nothing allows you to celebrate the special moments in life like a diamond. Diamonds are the only gift in the whole world that will never fade away with time. They will not rust away and does not require any special care to maintain its brilliant beauty. Diamonds are forever, and 30 years from now, she will still remember that moment when you gave her that diamond. No other gift can keep giving like a diamond for years to come.
Stop in for a free jewelry cleaning and inspection and say hello. Love gets better at B&L Jewelers, located in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers. Since 1909, Wealth South has helped generation upon generation of clients with their wealth management needs. By offering concierge financial services, the focus is on you. Wealth South team members guide you through what can be a complex situation to make the best decisions and offer the right solutions for you and your family. Learn more at wealthsouth.com, a division of Farmers National Bank. Securities and/or insurance products offered by Wealth South, not FDIC, FNIRA, SIPC insured. May go down in value. Not financial institution guaranteed. Not a deposit. Not insured by any federal government agency.
It's back to school month, and at Danville Schools, you're invited to a back to school block party. From 4 until 6 o'clock on Tuesday, Danville High School students, parents, and guardians are invited to Danville High School for their back to school block party. The students will get to meet their teachers, see their classrooms, and get important documents that are needed to start the school year on August 17th. Don't miss it. Free food, free Pepsi products, and a live broadcast at Danville High School's back to school block party. It's live from Danville High School on Tuesday from 4 until 6 on Z105.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Appreciate that, Rebecca. Brought to you by our buddies over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris. They'll give you a free quote. Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. So rain showers that could produce some heavy rainfall today. Most of that centered more tonight into the early Wednesday morning hours. We do expect mostly sunny this afternoon, a high of 85. Tomorrow, partly sunny, 82. Thursday, mostly sunny, and 83. Right now, it's 7:49 in the morning, and we are joined in studio by Danville City Commissioner Jenny Holland. Good morning, Jenny. How are you?
Good morning, Joe.
You doing okay?
Doing great. Doing
Good
great.
stuff.
So glad to be here.
Yes, glad to have you on. I had a city commission meeting last night. So
Yep, we
how
had
did
a
things
meeting
go?
last night, and I'll just share a few highlights.
Yeah, go for it.
First thing, as you well know, a lot of places and citizens are really trying to help with the flood effort. And I'm so proud of the citizens of Danville.
Yeah.
There are entire schools. They said it's worse than you ever thought. There's even like 6 schools underwater, fire departments. So last night, chief of police, the fire department shared that they were going to try to do some surplus donations down there, which I'm proud of them. Yeah, I'm talking like fire hoses, gear, helmets, jacket pant sets, because they have nothing.
Yeah.
We can't give a truck. We don't have, but this, I was proud of them for finding what we can give. And they're going to continue to look for those things.
Good.
So just devastating. On the upside, they talked about the parks again.
Okay.
And shooting for the kiddos for fall, May 2023, the water feature on the south side of town is hopefully going to be completed at Michael Smith Park.
Okay.
So some type of water feature. It won't be the same as the other place, but some type of park upgrades by next spring.
Great.
I'm very, very excited about that for the kids. Because we lived on the south side of town for years and did not have anything in walking distance.
Yeah,
so.
that's good.
Hey, lower tax rate. That's good news, right?
We like to hear those two words together, lower taxes.
Okay. The City Commission voted to lower real property tax rate down from last year. It's just a smidge, 0.138 down to 0.133. But hey, it's less.
Yes, 1/1000ths of 1%, right? That's what it is?
Right,
okay.
Right. But going down, going in the right direction, right? Probably the last thing we talked about, there were a lot of boil water advisories in the last 2-3 weeks.
Yes, there were.
Including on this road.
Yeah.
Lots going on. So the city manager said he's going to do a press release about how to get notified.
Got it right here.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Look at that. Press release in bold letters from the city of Danville.
Oh, well, you are ahead of the things.
We got it going on here, Jenny.
Wow. Have you gone over that already?
I have not, no. But it seems like a perfect time to do it.
It does. And just the highlights, something they said, like, if there's just 10, 15 people affected, they do door hangers.
Yeah.
If it's hundreds and hundreds, then it's TV, radio, that type of thing. Mm-hmm. And they want to get out the best way. Do you know the best ways to get notified?
You can go to the City of Danville website.
That's right.
And they'll have the notifications posted there. The City of Danville Facebook page. And you can get the BoyleCountyKY.gov Civic Ready alerts as well.
That is great. Yeah, the county has co-read and the city website. I went on last night, and everybody needs to do it. And All you do is go to the city website and go to the alert center.
Okay.
That's it. And then it says notify me, and you can fill in email, text. I wanted both. I put both in.
Yeah.
It literally, I actually did it during the meeting, and it literally took me 10 seconds.
Yes, yeah.
So,
I signed up for the county alerts last week or 2 weeks ago when we had Brian Cowell and Bruce Nichols. Is it Bruce?
Okay, yes.
The IT director?
County. Yes.
So they were in studio, and it took me like 15 seconds to sign up for those. I mean, it's snap of a finger, easy, quick.
Right, right. And I hope we can just get the word out, because I had family and they weren't notified, and it's just harder to get the word out this day and age. So that's what I'm going to try to be telling people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different types of ways you can get the word out, and so the thing that we can do as citizens is to, make sure that we're available to get the notifications, and the best way to do that is to sign up for them. So go to the website, boylecountyky.gov, or follow City of Danville on Facebook. We know a lot of people are on Facebook on a daily basis, or the website, and make that one of the websites that you stop and visit at least once a day or so.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't want to depend on Facebook, just signing up for that notify me.
It's the best way, yeah.
I'm excited because it happens quite frequently this time of year. So,
Jenny did have a question that someone wanted me to ask you about the tennis courts going at the old fairgrounds location. The person that was talking to me believed that it was going to start like immediately after the fair was over. Is there any update on that?
Oh, let me look at my notes.
I don't know if they even discussed it yesterday.
It was updated, and there was a full 18-page presentation from the Parks Capital Projects update. And it says also by spring 2023 that will be completed.
Okay.
So it actually is starting.
Okay, so spring of 2023 is the completion date for the tennis courts.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. So everything's moving, and exciting. Very excited about that for our community and our kids.
Yeah. Jenny, if people have any questions for you, how can they get in touch with you?
Sure. Try to get a hold of everyone. The city number is 238-1200, and you can leave a message for all the city commission and manager.
Okay.
And you can reach every commissioner. Mine is jholland@danvilleky.gov, and all the rest also is the first initial, last name at danvilleky.gov. So, love to hear from the public.
We love it. Jenny, appreciate you being on and the work you do and coming in every other Tuesday to discuss city commission meetings. And we'll talk to you again later on this month, okay?
Thank you, Joe.
Absolutely. It's not 9:54. If it was, this morning has flown by. It is 7:54 in the morning, and we're talking with Heather Henson from Pioneer Playhouse in 30 seconds right here on The Joe Show.
It's time for our annual Customer Appreciation Days event at the Danville Nutrition Center. 3 days of savings, fun, food, and samples. Customer Appreciation will be held Thursday, September 8th through Saturday, September 10th. We will have 20% off store-wide, gift basket prizes, and healthy food samples. We hope to see you September 8th through 10th at Customer Appreciation Days at the Danville Nutrition Center, located on South 4th Street next to Sears.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Yeah, 7:55 in the morning, Tuesday, August the 9th. Heather Henson from Pioneer Playhouse joins us. Good morning, Heather. How are you?
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
I'm good.
Good.
We're kind of at the end of our season at Pioneer Playhouse, unfortunately, for us and for everyone else. But we've still got a couple of weekends to talk about on our 73rd season under the stars.
Yeah, and it starts off this week, right? Now, last time we talked, you all were pretty much sold out for the Elvis and Patsy Cline concerts. Is that still kind of the way it is?
That's still the way it is, but I will say call in and at 859-236-2747 and put your name on a waiting list, because there have been people who have called in and, they got their tickets a long time ago, and suddenly something came up or they realized the dates clashed, and so we do have some people canceling, their reservations and letting their seats go. So do call the number and put your name on a waiting list. And again, if you're one of those people who, you got the tickets a while ago and then realized, hey, I'm not really going to go, call in and release those tickets and let some Elvis and Patsy Cline fans come out and see it. But boy, it's popular. We added one night, and that night sold out right away.
So it went from Friday, Saturday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sold out snap of a finger. I mean, that's what the big stars that, go to Rupp Arena do. They add extra shows, and they sell out, and that's what Elvis and Patsy Cline are doing. You're adding extra shows, and those are selling out at Pioneer Playhouse, and that's great news. But again, as Heather said, if you want to, reserve your tickets, and maybe you missed out and it's already sold out, we know that, but you can put your name down on a waiting list in case someone calls back in and drops their tickets, realizes they can't go to one of the 3 shows this week. So go ahead and call in and put your name on that list if you want to go. Next weekend, you do have Power Play. Next Friday, August 19th, they're doing a Music Weekend free concert.
Yeah, Power Play is terrific. They're a local band. They actually started in high school at Danville High School right here in Danville, and I know this because my brother is the drummer, Evan Henson. And so they've been doing this a long time. They went their separate ways when they were grown-ups, and then when they all came back to Danville, they joined up again. And it's just a terrific band. They've really perfected what they do. They started out in the 70s because they all loved Chicago so much, the band, Chicago, and many of them played horns and guitar and drums, and so they do these Chicago covers that are phenomenal, really. And then they do a lot of funky dance tunes from the 60s and 70s, so it's definitely kind of an oldies feel.
And then right after that, you have the No Rules Bonda concert that Saturday, the day after that. So the 19th and 20th, you've got, like we said, a music weekend.
Yeah, and we're really excited. No Rules Bonda is a very popular band in Lexington. They say they bring the rhythms of the Amazon to central Kentucky, and so it's very funky, fun, salsa dancing. They say it's very hard to, stop your feet and your hips from moving when you hear No Rules Bonda. And that is $12. The Power Play concert is free, totally free. Just walk in and listen to some music. No Rules Bonda is $12, which you could either call in advance and reserve, or you could pay at the window. And there will be a food truck, a taco food truck there, and the concession stand will be open, and the bar will be open. So it really will be a fun night at Pioneer Playhouse.
Going to be some great shows, and again, 236-2747 is the phone number to call in. Reserve your tickets. Put your name on the list for Elvis and Patsy, and those Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week. Then you have the music weekends the following weekend. Heather, we appreciate you being on, and good luck on the shows this week. We'll talk to you next Tuesday, okay?
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Yes, ma'am, Heather. Bye. That's Heather Henson from Pioneer Playhouse right here on The Joe Show on AM 1230 and 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville, News Talk Sports. It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
It's 8 o'clock.
ABC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Former President Trump is confirming the FBI executed a search warrant Monday on his Mar-a-Lago resort. Frank Figliuzzi, former FBI Assistant Director for Counterintelligence, on what could be facing the former president.
There is an applicable statute here, Title 18, 2071, that if convicted, the defendant would be unable to hold public office.
The raid was in connection to materials Trump allegedly brought to his Florida home from the White House following his 2020 defeat. Some of those are said to have included items marked classified by the National Archives. Today we'll see another round of primary elections. Contests are set today in Minnesota, Connecticut, Wisconsin, and Vermont. Democrats and Republicans in Vermont are scrambling to put forth their best candidates to replace retiring Democratic Senator Pat Leahy. Taiwan says the military drills launched by China following House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit are part of a game plan for invasion. Mark Mayfield reports.
During a press conference Tuesday, the Taiwanese foreign minister said China's exercises are an attempt to weaken public morale in Taiwan. The foreign minister did not give a timetable for a possible invasion of the island nation that China claims as its own. China continued with live military drills around Taiwan Tuesday after originally saying they would end on Sunday. Beijing said the new round of exercises plan to focus on blockades and resupply logistics.
A late-stage clinical trial for a Lyme disease vaccine is underway. Medical correspondent Dr. John Torres says Lyme disease has exploded over the past few years.
This is going to be a very significant breakthrough once the vaccine gets approved, and they're looking at getting approval in 2025. So they're just now entering phase 3, and what they're going to do is they're going to enroll 6,000 people, different areas around the world, including children. And so this is something that's certainly going to help because we don't have a vaccine right now.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Corn and beans, and I raise cattle. What I do is good for people, good for Kentucky. And what I don't do is good for the environment. I don't let fertilizer, chemicals, manure, or good farmland run off into the creek. And you know what? Turns out that also makes me more productive and more efficient. If you're a farmer, develop an ag water quality plan. It's never been easier. Go to eec.ky.gov/agwater to find out how.
I try to be part of the in crowd. I try to be really careful about how I dress, what I do, and who I hang out with. This time of year, I'm hanging out with a higher class group. Go!
From horse shows to rides, games, food, concerts, exhibits, and more, this year's Kentucky State Fair has everything, so you can do your thing August 18th through 28th. Buy your tickets online and get free parking. Just go to kystatefair.org.
The price tag is in on what it will cost to rename Fort Bragg. Mitch Evans with the number.
Changing from Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty will amount to nearly $6.4 million. That's according to a congressional report from the Naming Commission, one of 9 Army bases that is undergoing a name change. Fort Bragg is named after Confederate Army General Braxton Bragg, who lost most of the battles he was involved in during the Civil War, and for some historians was one of the reasons why the Confederacy lost.
The 4th person struck by lightning near the White House last Thursday has been identified as a woman from Southern California. Daniel Martindale with that story.
The 28-year-old woman is the only victim who survived the lightning strike. She's now recovering in a hospital in Washington, D.C. The woman was struck by lightning on her birthday while collecting donations for victims of the war in Ukraine. A GoFundMe page set up to pay for her medical bills has already raised more than $40,000.
The crowd at the Commonwealth Games closing ceremony in Birmingham, England got quite the surprise Monday night. Hometown heroes and heavy metal icons Ozzy Osbourne and Tony Iommi reunited for the first time since Black Sabbath played their final show in 2017. It also marked Ozzy's first live performance since November 2019. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer has suffered numerous health issues the past few years, including revealing a battle with Parkinson's disease. Legendary Motown songwriter Lamont Dozier has died. He was 81. As a member of the Holland Dozier Holland production team, Dozier was responsible for 10 of the Supremes' 12 #1 singles, including Baby Love and You Keep Me Hanging On. Dozier and the Holland brothers were inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1988 and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1990. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you'll be speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Danville Physical Therapy off the bypass next to 84 Lumber. Glenn Decker will help you if you're having problems with your back and your neck, headaches, industrial work injuries, sports injuries. You need rehab, individual rehab, and skilled hands-on care with Glenn Decker and his staff. Repetitive strain disorder, post-operative rehab of extremities in the spine, arthritis. It hurts. Head to Danville Physical Therapy, 474 Whirl Away Drive.
Big park, bigger fun, bigger smiles. Beach Bend Park with classic amusement rides and the famous Kentucky Rumble roller coaster, daily shows, games, mini golf, and more. Soak up some sun and take the plunge at Splash Lagoon Water Park with wave pool, lazy river, and exhilarating water slides. Big park, bigger fun at Beach Bend, where the parking, tubes, and sunscreen are always free. For cabana reservations, season passes, and savings on tickets, visit beachbend.com. For the whole family, Beach Bend Park.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It's August the 9th on our calendar, and we get sunshine. Look at that sunshine poking through with a chance at rain showers, but not until late tonight. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here first.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
When tornadoes ravaged western Kentucky in December, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office stepped up and donated cruisers to law enforcement there. Now they're stepping up to help the Perry County Sheriff's Department in the midst of the catastrophic flooding. The Kentucky Sheriff's Association reached out to statewide sheriff departments to see if any of them could help out.
The deputies down there have been overworked and working 24-hour shifts and needed time off, and so we came in, started Friday, working shifts day and night. We're going to do it for the rest of the week until this Friday.
That's Boyle County Sheriff Captain Casey McCoy. The Boyle deputies working in Perry County are working alongside those Perry County deputies in that area hit hard by flooding. They'll stay in a camper in Hazard that's owned by a Boyle deputy and work 12-hour shifts to help the Perry County deputies. That, as McCoy said, we're working 24 hours. McCoy says to make this work has been a team effort.
Our deputies at home are covering the shifts of these guys so they can come down and help out down here. So everybody's kind of working together to make sure that we got everything covered at home and help out here.
2 Boyle County deputies will be there until Friday, with 2 other deputies driving to Hazard to rotate in their place as the week goes on. A euthanasia day to the Garrett County Animal Shelter has been postponed. In July, the Garrett County Animal Shelter said they were on red alert and had only 5 open kennels left. That left them no choice but to begin thinking about setting a euthanasia date. However, the Garrett Central Record is reporting that after pleading for help, the public responded, adopting every dog out of the shelter that had free adoption sponsorships. The numbers of the Garrett Animal Shelter are staggering. Last year, the shelter brought in 470 animals, a number that's nearly been surpassed already this year with 450 animals through the early portion of August. You can help out the Garrett County Animal Shelter by donating money or items. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Get your engine running and talk NASCAR racing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings at 7 right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Hello? Guess who went out last night? I got hot and worked up, but I'm not the one who went out. It was my air conditioner, and I sure hope it had a good time, because I sure didn't.
I know just the person for you to see. Hensley's Heating and Air.
Hensley's Heating and Air?
Yes, give them a call right now.
What's the number?
859-336-3965.
Hensley's Heating and Air Local. Quick, timely service. 859-336-3965.
Farmers National Bank has been your lifetime bank since 1879. We have a tradition of delivering friendly, knowledgeable service as well as giving back to our community. 2 areas in which we strongly invest is education and economic development. Farmers National Bank supports our local school districts and colleges. The bank also invests in economic development and civic organizations that help create and maintain jobs in our area. This is the best investment we can make. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big time discounts. Save up to 50% every day. The Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. All right, you get sunshine today, a high of 85, a low tonight of 70 with rain showers. That could really mess up the evening later tonight, but we're talking late tonight and an early Wednesday morning where you get 82 as a high, Thursday mostly sunny and a high of 83. Right now, we're looking at 8:11 in the morning. It is 74 degrees, and Georgia from the Boyle County Public Library joins us. Good morning, Georgia. How are you?
I am doing great. How are you today, Joe?
Doing great, Georgia. Doing good. What's going on there at the library?
Well, this is August, and the staff is taking a little bit of a programming break after a really busy summer reading program. We did 100 programs in 60 days, and so It's been a busy summer, but a great one. We gave away nearly 2,000 prize books for the reading challenges that everybody participated in this summer. So it's been the most successful summer reading program that we have ever had. We're very happy about that. And just a reminder to everybody out there who did win prize books, you have until next Monday, August 15th, to collect your prize books. They are waiting for you at the library. So make sure to stop by in the next few days and pick them up. Now, there is still a lot of stuff happening at the library, even though we're taking a little programming break. We want to remind all those parents out there to make sure you get your children into the library and get them registered for a library card as we're getting ready for school to start. It's the most important school supply that they can have. There are going to be a lot of great things happening during the school year, and having a library card is going to be a great asset to children of all ages. So it's easy, it's free. Come in and get your kids signed up for a library card. Now, if you're still looking for some fun and vacation time activities for this summer, we are very happy that our downloadable service called Hoopla is doing some special things during the month of August. Hoopla is a streaming service. You can check out ebooks, audiobooks, comics, TV series, all kinds of great material through our Hoopla app. Just go to our website, boylepublib.org, and tap on the online resources. You're going to find a whole list of resources that are easy and free to use. Now, Hoopla is having special bonus borrows during August. So there are going to be unlimited numbers of some of the materials that they have available. And you can download all of your favorite things, and you can stream as much as you want. So if you're still in the midst of your summer vacation, Hoopla is a great resource to use. And while you're thinking about library things, we have a community survey that we have up and running, and we are really interested in hearing from everybody of all ages about how you use the public library, what you would like to see us do in the future, and any comments that you may have. So that survey is up on our website. Just scroll down to the bottom of the library's webpage, and you're going to see a big icon for our community survey. Tap on that. You can fill out the survey and submit it online. If you want to do it by hand, you can pick up print copies from the library or just print your own copy, fill it out, and drop it by the library. There's still a lot happening at the library this summer. We are gearing up for some great activities to come starting in September. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody downtown at the public library.
There you go, Georgia with the Boyle County Public Library. Georgia, if people have any questions, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, it's easy to do. You can give us a call, 238-7323, which is 238-READ. Give us a call. If you look at our Facebook page, we are the Boyle County Public Library. Lots of information there. And look at our website, boylepublib.org. There's all kinds of information. And if you still have questions when you're looking at our website, tap on that bright green live chat button. You'll be connected with a staff member who can answer your questions or put you in contact with the folks who are most able to do that. So lots of ways to get in touch with us, lots of ways to ask questions. And so when you're walking around beautiful downtown Danville, swing by the library and see what's going on.
There you go. We love it. Georgia with the Boyle County Public Library. Georgia, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again a week from today, okay?
That sounds great. Everybody have a wonderful week.
You too, Georgia. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Georgia DeRugio with the Boyle County Public Library. It's 8:16 in the morning. We've got sports coming your way with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. And following that, we've got Randy with his thoughts, Randyisms after that. Coming up next.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky men's basketball begins its 4-game exhibition series tomorrow night in the Bahamas. UK faces the Dominican Republic National Select Team at 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Pre-game pregame shows at 6:30 on your home for the Cats, Z105. Kentucky football is ranked in the coaches' preseason top 25 for the first time ever. The Cats, one of 6 SEC schools ranked, come in at number 21. Alabama's number 1, followed by Ohio State and defending national champion Georgia. Texas A&M is 7th, UK 21st, Arkansas 23rd, and Ole Miss is 24th. Kentucky opens the season September 3rd with Miami of Ohio at Kroger Field on Z105. Kentucky football's had another player to enter the transfer portal. Former 4-star recruit Joel Williams had selected UK over Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Florida, and Georgia in the class of 2020. Williams, a defensive back, will have 3 years of eligibility remaining. In Major League Baseball last night, the New York Mets showed why they're in first place in the National League East with great pitching and clutch hitting by downing the Cincinnati Reds 5-1. It was the Mets' 13th win in their last 15 games. Game 2 starters tonight will be Mike Minor for the Reds versus Carlos Carrasco for the Mets. Longtime Lincoln County sports writer Nancy Leedy passed away last week. Leedy wrote for the Interior Journal and the Advocate Messenger. Nancy always provided fair and concise coverage of all Patriot teams. She was 62. R.I.P. Nancy Leedy. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Suttles Tree Care, located in Harrodsburg, specializes in tree removal, tree trimming, shaping, stump removal, anything you need for your trees. Suttles Tree Care can be there for you. Suttles Tree Care does residential and commercial lots too. When unexpected storms happen, Suttles Tree Care will be there to help. Suttles Tree Care is over 30 years experience, licensed, bonded, and insured. Contact Suttles Tree Care right now to schedule your free estimate at 325-3727 or 612-2445. No tree is too big or small for Suttles Tree Care.
It's back to school month, and at Danville Schools, you're invited to a back to school block party. From 4 until 6 o'clock on Tuesday, Danville High School students, parents, and guardians are invited to Danville High School for their back to school block party. The students will get to meet their teachers, see their classrooms, and get important documents that are needed to start the school year on August 17th. Don't miss it. Free food, free Pepsi products, and a live broadcast at Danville High School's back to school block party. It's live from Danville High School on Tuesday from 4 until 6 on Z105.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
You're looking for treatment, if you're looking for help out there and you're a woman, you can't do it by yourself. They will welcome you in with open arms and open hands right where you're at.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
When I count my blessings, I think of my beautiful Smoky Mountains, the place that connects us. And I think of Dollywood, where nature's beauty, fun, music, and laughter bring us together.
Soar on world-class rides, taste award-winning recipes, and play in the great outdoors. Splash and play all summer with a 2-park Super Pass. Details at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you for that, Rebecca. It's brought to you by ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382, and that's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. You get sunshine today and rain showers later on tonight, overnight. A high today of 85. Tomorrow, some heavy rainfall, a high of 82. Thursday, mostly sunny, and a high of 83. Right now, it's 8:20 in the morning. It is 74 degrees right here in Danville, and it's time for Randyisms. The thoughts of Randy Graham. These are Randy Graham's thoughts.
Good morning, Sir Joe and the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Well, Joe, a red letter day yesterday, another day of infamy in the United States of America. As 2 events happened, it culminated in what could be a great concern for the American people. First of all, in a party line vote with Vice President Kamala, or Calamity Harris, however you want to pronounce her name, the Democrat ran through a new spending bill called the Inflation Reduction Act. Nice sounding name, huh? Of course, economists, including the Congressional Budget Office, saying it would do little to nothing to curb inflation. But sounds good. Oh, the games people play now. Every night and every day now. Never saying what they mean now. Never meaning what they say. What it really is a $433 billion spending bill, establishing $739 billion in new taxes, a new minimum tax on corporations, which will only be passed on to we the people, and as such another tax on us. And to collect these dollars, an enhanced IRS enforcement, including 87,000 new auditors, more than doubling the 75,000 they already have. Ah, yes, the tax man cometh. All in the name of the Green New Deal, the climate change religion, or the push through by the meanie greenie weenies. By the way, did you know the Internal Revenue Service didn't exist until 1913? That's right, established by the 16th Amendment. Well, then how did America make their money back then in order to finance the government? Well, first of all, the government wasn't as big. And when people ask for services, you got to realize it's we the people that pay for it. But we are financed by tariffs. Just a little history, since if the study of math and sciences will give America a technological edge in the future, it'll be the study of history that'll keep that future free. So with the concern of Republicans regaining control of Congress, the Democrats are going all out to push through their agenda. Although polls show it's not popular with the majority of Americans. But when has that ever stopped a religious cult of the new Green Deal? When it comes to what we, the people, want, the ends justify the means. Yes, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts, absolutely. And two undeniable truths of life is that there will always be an element of a minority that desires to rule the majority. Number two, people in power don't like giving it up. Now, in 2019, Congresswoman Alexandria Occasionally Cohesive Cortez stated, and I quote, that the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't do something about climate change. The world is going to end? You see why it's so appropriate to refer to her as Alexandria Occasionally Cohesive? But no different than Al Gore, who almost became president with his propaganda piece, movie titled Inconvenient Truth, that the world was supposed to already have ended. Being regurgitated by John Kerry, that dude who almost became president as well, both flying around their private jets, whose actions arrogantly say to us, do as I say and not as I do. But you know what's interesting about the truth? As Winston Churchill stated, it is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. And the truth has a certain ring to it, doesn't it? You know, Joe, I'm getting to the age that when I hear some people puke certain poisons about climate change, I'm at that age now I can beg to differ because I was there when this stuff all happened. You see, the same people who were promoting this climate change garbage back in the 1970s, and folks, the climate is always changing. But these quacks who promote this junk in order to keep their federal grants coming in to provide them a sustenance for life, we're not talking global warming. Back then, they were calling for a new ice age. Yeah, global freezing, global cooling. Just check the history. But something happened. The world didn't start getting colder. It started getting warmer. So the same nutcases started talking global warming through computer models. And folks, any computer goes back to who's doing the programming, doesn't it? So they changed their narrative for a new generation of listeners, which they started teaching in the schools, calling for global warming so they could get more of their federal grant money to sustain their way of life. Yes, these quote experts who have proven through time to be no more than just little spurts who live far away. And now the global warming or the rise of temperatures has stopped taking place. They got smart enough to go on and use the catch-all phrase called climate change because that takes in anything that happens, whether it's hot, cold, rains, or snows. But did you know, for example, and don't you like examples because they make things come alive and helping speak the truth? But did you know the decade of the warmest years in our country since recorded history was in the 1930s? That's right, 23 states, including Kentucky and Tennessee. 1930 was our hottest years. So temperatures started falling, and that's where the global freezing came into existence. By the way, Wisconsin and Maine, their hottest years in their recorded history was 1917 and 1911, respectively. Only 7 states had their warmest years in the 1990s and 2000. But utilizing such computer models allows people to push through their political agendas, and 87,000 new Internal Revenue Service agents to collect it. You say, well, what's wrong with new Internal Revenue agents? Well, folks, have you ever noticed how some people will do all kinds of things to help justify their job? And how do you get promoted in that agency? However, in dealing with the tax man, you're guilty until proven innocent, diametrically opposed to the spirit of our Constitution. No other agency like it that does that. And they're not coming for the, quote, rich, who have the means to legally take on such a challenge. They're coming for the middle class, But we need money to remake America into the new Green Deal. Think about it. Even if the fairy tale of climate change was true, you mean a world that could not stop a global pandemic thinks they can do things to control the climate? Remember the BP oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico? It was going to take years to eliminate the spill. Then in one night, a storm, and the spill magically disappears, absorbed by Mother Earth, yes, the ocean. The fact is, talking inconvenient truth, the ocean floor gives off oil through its cracks on a daily basis more than the BP oil spill. Oil is all natural, just like coal is all natural. It's produced by the earth. And sure, being an environmentalist, we're for monitoring and managing the earth, protecting the earth, but also not for the people to suffer on the altar of the religion of climate change by raising gas prices and oil prices, by forcing sources of energy that cannot replace at this time oil or gas. But then the hypocrisy of our president who goes to Saudi Arabia or Venezuela to beg for oil instead of Texas or Oklahoma or Alaska, where we have more and can produce it cleaner, protecting the environment, while making our gas and oil prices go down. But here's something a lot of people don't know, which I just found out recently as well. The Internal Revenue Service has been purchasing millions of rounds of ammunition and thousands of guns. And the question we got to ask is, why? And then Biden's gun-grabbing law wants to keep law-abiding citizens from purchasing AR-15s or semi-automatic weapons. However, in that bill, the IRS, the Department of Agriculture, and the Department of Education are all exempted. And again, we have to ask the question, why? Taking guns from law-abiding citizens because of a nut job who uses a certain type of gun makes as much sense as eliminating all of us from being able to drive a car because someone is killed by a drunk driver. And then in an unprecedented move, Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago was raided last night. Did you hear about this? For 15 boxes of documents that the president constitutionally was able to take, because, folks, the president can declassify anything. And President Trump gave out a statement, and I quote, "These are dark times in our nation, as my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before," he said in a statement Monday night. And then he continued, "After working and cooperating with the relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate." Through President Biden, Attorney General Merrick Garland, and FBI Director Christopher Wray, our Federal Bureau of Investigation is being turned into the federal bullies of intimidation. But it brings crystal clear to why our forefathers so wisely gave us the First Amendment, the freedom of speech, and the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. Good morning, Sir Joe.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's Thoughts, Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on WHIR. It's 8:30 in the morning. Our bottom hour news is coming your way next. We'll also have James the Gardener with some gardener tips, and Dusty will join us for the Kentucky Music Preview in the 9 o'clock hour right here on The Joe Show on AM 1230 and 103.9 FM WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. It's 8:30 in the morning, and here's the Kentucky News Network.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A former Kentucky Justice Cabinet Secretary turning himself in this week to face a sexual assault charge. John Tilley is accused of raping a woman back in April, the assault allegedly happening at a hotel in downtown Lexington. Tilley maintains his innocence. President Biden praising first responders for their actions during deadly flooding in eastern Kentucky. Flood survivor Jeff Hawkins talking about what the people of Kentucky still need.
We need money beyond a commitment to help. We need immediately the resources that are necessary to rebuild the infrastructure and invest in the people who are here.
Hawkins adding,
talk is talk, and I appreciate the well wishes and all of that, but we're at a point now where we really need trained people with equipment to be able to come here and do work.
37 people have died from the flooding in eastern Kentucky. President Joe Biden promising ongoing federal support for flood-ravaged eastern Kentucky.
After getting briefed on recovery efforts from local, state, and FEMA officials, President Biden met with flood victims in Breathitt County.
Got to meet the family back here on this side of the road to see what's happened to their properties, their trailer, everything they had, and how they've come together. No complaining.
The president is promising ongoing federal support.
The federal government, along with the state and county, and the city. We're staying until everybody's back to where they were.
The death toll from the eastern Kentucky floods has reached 38, with 2 people still missing. I'm Paul Miles.
An explosion at a home on US 23 in the Dorton area of Pike County is under investigation. 3 people were injured. Cause of the explosion is unknown. Muhlenberg County Airport in Greenville will soon break ground on a new hangar. The 10,000 square foot building will support the Madison Community Fixed Wing Aviation Program. I'm Rob Carpenter.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you'll be speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
It's back to school month, and at Danville schools, you're invited to a back to school block party. From 4 until 6 o'clock on Tuesday, Danville High School students, parents, and guardians are invited to Danville High School for their back to school block party. The students will get to meet their teachers, see their classrooms, and get important documents that are needed to start the school year on August 17th. Don't miss it. Free food, free Pepsi products, and a live broadcast at Danville High School's back to school block party. It's live from Danville High School on Tuesday from 4 until 6 on Z105.
A&M Diesel Automotive and Truck Repair in Danville, located on Lebanon Road, is family-owned and operated. A&M Diesel specializes in both diesel and gas repairs, such as brake work, front-end repairs, oil changes, tune-ups, and more on most all vehicles. They provide both major and minor repairs, and they're your Jasper engine and transmission dealer, plus Jeremy and Corey are both certified diesel mechanics, and they offer honest prices and walk-ins are welcome. For your appointment, call 859-332-7026. A&M Diesel, Lebanon Road in Danville.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A euthanasia day to the Garrett County Animal Shelter has been postponed. In July, the Garrett County Animal Shelter said they were on red alert and had only 5 open kennels left. That left them no choice but to begin thinking about setting a euthanasia date. However, the Garrett Central Record is reporting that after pleading for help, the public responded, adopting every dog out of the shelter that had free adoption sponsorships. The numbers of the Garrett Animal Shelter are staggering. Last year, the shelter brought in 470 animals, a number that's nearly been surpassed already this year, with 450 animals through the early portion of August. You can help out the Garrett County Animal Shelter by donating money or items. The Boyle County Genealogical and Historical Society will host a public meeting tonight called Memories of Raintree County, a movie that was partially filmed in Danville in 1956. Tonight's program will feature Ron Shilton, a former WHIR DJ who was also a stand-in for lead actor Montgomery Clift. The program begins tonight at 6 o'clock in the Danville Boyle County Public Library Community Room. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting today. Among the items on the agenda includes updates on the Eastern Kentucky flooding by Judge Executive Howard Hunt, Solid Waste and Recycling Director Angie Muncie, and Economic Development Authority's John Roush. The meeting is open to the public and will also be live streamed on the Boyle County Media YouTube page at 9 o'clock this morning. And students at 5 area schools are enjoying their last day of summer break. School starts tomorrow for Boyle, Danville Christian Academy, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. Casey County will start school on Thursday. Danville will start school the following Wednesday, August 17th. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
88 Heating and Air. 88 is on the way.
Are you ready to spring into summer?
Make sure your HVAC system is too.
That's right, Kevin.
This is Chastity,
Haley,
and Kevin at 88 Heating and Air.
Give us a call at 859-519-6382.
Or check us out online at 88heatingandair.com to schedule maintenance on your HVAC system.
88 is on the way.
88 Heating and Air. 88 is on the way.
Hey, grab a buddy and head on over to Bright Leaf Golf Resort.
Local special of 27 holes with cart for $35 per person.
Hole memberships are now available,
starting at $200, and daily passes can be purchased for $10 per person. The pool hours are from 9 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night.
A great way to have fun and cool off. Also remember the 19th Hole Restaurant is open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Give them a call at 734-5481 to reserve a tee time.
That's 734-5481.
Bright Leaf Golf Resort in Harrodsburg on Highway 127.
Extension cords can really come in handy around the house, but if used improperly, they can also cause a fire. Here's some advice from the folks at your local electric cooperative on how to use them safely. Never nail or staple a cord to the wall or floor. Don't run cords under rugs or carpets, and always throw away frayed, cracked, or worn extension cords. We're Kentucky's electric cooperative, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here. If you're looking for a new opportunity with a company that's growing, then we're looking for you. Megan in Danville is investing $90 million in expanding our facilities, and we need talent. Assemblers, furnace operators, material handlers, CNC machinists, and subassembly operators, we have a spot for you. Come check us out online at www.megit.com/careers. That's megit.com/careers. Megit, where we enable you to become extraordinary.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve them. So come see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Pioneer Playhouse is Kentucky's oldest outdoor theater, and it's right here in Danville. Don't miss our 73rd season, Under the Stars.
That's right, Heather. The fun continues at Pioneer Playhouse with a free concert. Friday, August 19th at 8 p.m., Rock and Soul with Horns by Power Play, performing your favorite hits of the 60s, 70s, and beyond. Free, August 19th, starting at 8. Then it's Latin Night with No Rules Banda, August 20th. $12 cover featuring funky, romantic, hot, dancing, happy feet music. No Rules Banda, Saturday, August 20th at 8 p.m., $12 cover charge.
In case of light rain, shows will continue outdoors. Please bring your raincoat. Pioneer Playhouse is located at 840 Stanford Road in Danville, Kentucky. Reservations must be made online or by calling the box office.
For No Rules Banda.
Go to pioneerplayhouse.com or call 859-236-2747 for tickets. When the sun goes down, the stars come out at Pioneer Playhouse.
Continental Refining Company is offering fuel delivery service in our area. As part of this new service, CRC is offering free tank installation for farmers, commercial, and industrial businesses with the purchase of a new tank. Available tank sizes are 550 gallons, 1,100 gallons, and 2,000 gallons. CRC is offering 0% interest for 36 months for new tank purchases. To learn more about CRC's fuel delivery services and free tank installation special, contact Trevor Hurd at 606-416-1733, 606-416-1733.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve them. So come see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Need a rapid test for COVID-19, strep, or flu? Come to Real Health Primary Care in Danville. Walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 in the Southland Plaza, 975 Houstonville Road. Same-day appointments. Call 209-2331. 209-2331.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Oh, it's brought to you by Coel Collision Center in Danville. They're on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell the tow truck driver, take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin at Coel Collision Center, Lebanon Road, right here in Danville. All right, sunshine today. We're looking at rain showers, but it's late tonight. That's good news because we have a cookout this afternoon at Danville High School. It's the open house for DHS students from 4 o'clock until 6. So if you're a Danville student or a parent or guardian, whatever it may be, come out tonight from 4 o'clock until 6 for that open house. Tomorrow, you get partly sunny, a high of 82. Thursday, 83 and sunshine, and the weekend is set up to be a great one, sunny with highs in the upper 70s. Right now, it's 8:41 in the morning, and we've got Dusty in studio. But before we talk to Dusty, we have got Wedding Planning with Pim, brought to you by Hometown Florist and Lancaster Florist.
It's wedding season, and Hometown Florist and Lancaster Florist have teamed up to give the best price and most beautiful fresh flowers for your special day. Weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, and just because are a few of the occasions they specialize in. Hometown Florist, 4th Street in Danville, 859-236-4388, or Lancaster Florist on the Square, Lancaster, 859-792-9796, or find them on the web.
Or like them on Facebook at Hometown Florist and Lancaster Florist.
Hi, I'm Pim the Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. Sun, sea, and sand have always drawn couples to the tropics for the honeymoon, but maybe you and your sweetie want to tie the knot under the sun. Getting married in the islands is pretty easy. The biggest decision of all is to think about what kind of experience you want. Is it just going to be the two of you, or a small destination wedding with friends and family? All-in-one resorts are great. These resorts are designed from the ground up to make your wedding planning easy. There are basically 3 big companies that dominate this market. They all have experienced full-time wedding coordinators on staff and offer a one-price package for everything. The Caribbean is filled with resorts that run the gamut from 25 rooms to 200 rooms, from just under $200 a night to over $1,200 a night, and the level of service varies. If you both like to scuba dive, there are diving resorts, or you can find ones that offer great golf, spectacular food, and just about anything else you want, including activities for the kids. If you're inclined to mix a wedding and honeymoon, be sure to discuss this with the resort manager before you book the rooms. Some can accommodate you easily. Others will be learning on the job how to arrange and direct your wedding. Ooh, not a happy prospect. My love note for today: for a trip like this, consult your travel agent. You'll need professional help.
At the United States Postal Service, we deliver packages fast and affordably, so you can give your customers what they want when they need it. We're delivering for one-stop shops, mom and pops, pop-ups, startups, retail, wholesale, large scale, small biz, big box, customers, customizers. So no matter what business you're in, we'll always be delivering for you. USPS, delivering for America. Learn more at USPS.com/delivering.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Grainger is with you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Suttles Tree Care, located in Harrodsburg, specializes in tree removal, tree trimming, shaping, stump removal, anything you need for your trees. Suttles Tree Care can be there for you. Suttles Tree Care does residential and commercial lots too. When unexpected storms happen, Suttles Tree Care will be there to help. Suttles Tree Care is over 30 years experience, licensed, bonded, and insured. Contact Suttles Tree Care right now to schedule your free estimate at 325-3727 or 612-2445. No tree is too big or small for Suttles Tree Care.
Car Express Wash. Don't drive dirty. You get sparkling clean. Shine that dirty machine. Unlimited plans, $1 a day. Car Express Wash. Come and wash those blues away. Free vac use with every wash. CarExpressWash.com, where everybody goes. Yeah. Car Express Wash. Don't drive dirty. Car Express Wash.
In the blue building on the Danville Bypass.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. NASCAR racing, the Xfinity Series is at Watkins Glen this Saturday, 3 o'clock green flag. We'll have that one on 103.9 FM WHIR. Meanwhile, the Cup Series is in Virginia. It's Richmond Raceway, 3 o'clock green flag drop. We'll have that one on WHIR. Your home for NASCAR and all races, events, and games streamed live online at hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Your Norton Center season is here with Broadway smash hits, Chicago, Hairspray, and Cats, along with country music legends Catherine Mattea and Susie Vargas, 70s rock band The Guess Who, and much more. Tickets on sale now at nortoncenter.com.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Hey, it's 8:47 in the morning on this Tuesday, August the 9th, 238-WHIR. The phone number to call in, 238-9447. James the Gardener is in studio, and he's ready to talk gardening.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty, growing our foods the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
All right, then, let's dig it, James.
What's going on, Joe and Dusty?
The camera's got a face full of James right now.
Hey.
Hey. Doing all right.
It's a good thing I just got a haircut.
Yeah,
so this
looking good.
They can see my bald head.
Yes. What's going on with you today, James, in the gardening world?
Well, let's see. A little bit of grass cutting, a little bit of pulling weeds, a little bit of preparation for this afternoon for the cookout up at Danville High School. Trying to get some of that in.
Are you doing the grilling?
Yes, I is.
Oh, nice. Okay,
yes,
good.
I is. I'll be there.
Nice.
So it's going to be a busy day. Like I said, a lot of different things to do, but it's going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to these cooler temperatures that are coming here in the near future. Because Radio Rick was telling me that some of these mornings are going to be like 60 and 55 one day or something like that. And I was like, I'm ready.
Yeah, right? You're ready instead of being at like 82?
Yeah, because, we've had a lot of hot days. We've had a lot of rain. We've had a mixed, summer. But that's been fine. I mean, because I know there's a lot of people that's been growing food. I work with the professor over at KSD on the farm.
Okay.
So we've been able to see that progress go, and also the Centenary Christian Church, they did really well for a first year.
Okay.
We're still working with Batewood, and we ended up getting some more grant money, so we're going to try to build some boxes that are going to be great for the seniors there. So a lot of fun things are still to come for the fall, and I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
Gardening with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
Right here on the Joe Show at this time.
That's right.
Good stuff.
I thought about you the other day. We went canoeing down there in Elkhorn Creek in Frankfort, and they had their old canoes that they've retired that have they're just worn out.
Yeah.
But they're planter boxes now, and they were growing a bunch of vegetables out of it.
That's
so they
cool.
were hanging and still had a bunch of dirt and And I was
Pretty
like,
cool.
Anything could be a planter box.
Anything can. That's right. And a canoe, that's a nice size planter box. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty big, and they had their tomatoes and other pepper plants and stuff in it.
Yeah.
All this, and they had it on blocks, and so it was all raised up.
Oh yeah, because I'd love to have a canoe.
Yeah, there's somebody that. What's the street that comes off of Broadway?
Main Street.
No, not Main Street. It actually connects to Main Street. There where the corner of Melton's Deli is. There's Main Street, and there's the road that comes up that runs past Fitzpatrick, that runs on the Lexington Avenue, whatever that road's called. Someone has a toilet there sitting out and says free. I'm thinking someone ought to take that and put that in the front yard and put some flowers in it.
Some flowers in it? Like a nice,
anything can be a planter.
Vine.
Well, it has been done.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who, who've, some people I know, they bought at least three used toilets, and they use the toilet itself as for flowers, and they use the tank for vegetables.
What do you think Dwayne Campbell would say if he got to Constitution Square one day and there was a toilet there with some flowers in it that you planted, James, what do you think would be his reaction?
I would probably get the phone call and a discussion, and then it would probably be removed.
Okay, it wouldn't take long to get removed.
Yeah.
No, all right.
I'm just wondering how long it could be up.
Yes. Now I'm wondering how long we could get away with this. Just kind of put it there in the middle, like next to the jailhouse. That way it's not viewable from the street, so everybody can drive by and see it. That way more eyes see it and more people are going to know about it, and it's more likely to be removed.
Right.
But you just kind of put it somewhere deep inside Constitution Square.
Like you can surround it by other bushes and
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
Where it doesn't just stand out.
Yeah.
I think you probably get maybe like 5 days out of it.
I could plant, maybe like say 5 or 6 bushes around it, some ornamental grass, and then like saying wait till it gets up to about 3 foot tall, slip it in the middle, and
there's a toilet in Constitution Square.
Got
flowers
roses.
in it.
So got roses in the bottom.
You want something with thorns on the growing out of the seed at least. I think you want some kind of deterrent.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put a rose bush in there.
Yeah,
don't sit on it.
Gardening with James again Tuesdays and Thursdays here on the Joe Show at this time. Let's talk about this story. This is coming from Maryland. You ever been to Maryland before?
Yes,
I have too.
Isn't that where
Baltimore is?
Baltimore, is that Pimlico?
Pimlico is in, that's in Maryland.
So I've
You've been to Pimlico Raceway?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were for a Virgin Mobile Music Fest.
Wow. Okay, so you've been to Maryland.
Yeah.
So we've all three been there.
Yes.
There's a 67-year-old guy in Maryland named Stephen Gass. Funny last name. But he was arrested last month, was charged with several bank robberies in the area, including one on July 14th that led to his arrest. He's being called the Old Man Bandit.
Okay.
Not just because he's 67 years old, because he's been robbing banks for 45 years. This guy's a professional bank robber.
Wow.
Oh, he just rob a bank, go back to the house, chill out for a while.
Yep, go back and do it again when he runs out of money.
Yeah.
It's like they should make a Netflix special on this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dating back to his first bank in 1977, that we know of at least. Who's to say he hadn't done it before?
Time.
Now, his extensive hit list included a conviction in 2010. He pled guilty to robbing 19 banks in 2 years, between 2008 and 2009. He did some time for this, but he was granted a compassionate release in 2019 for medical reasons.
Okay.
Those medical reasons not enough to keep him from robbing another bank
Thank you.
that he just did. He was arrested, currently being held this time without bond. Stephen Gass, arrested last month, the Old Man Bandit, 67 years old. He's robbed banks for 45 years.
Wow. Wild, wild west.
Yes.
How did he get caught, though?
I don't know how he got caught this time.
Well, he's moving a little slower now.
That's what I
well, here's the still shot. He's walking into a Truist Bank, and I guess they just know based on his body, this is the Old Man Bandit.
That's Old Man Gass. Yeah,
Yes.
he robbed us 2 years
He
ago.
lived down the street from me. I remember Old Man Gass.
That's right. He's been in here a lot.
So that happened there in Maryland recently. It's 8:55 in the morning. It's 75 degrees. We'll step aside. We'll come back. Dusty has got the Kentucky Music Preview coming up in the 9 o'clock in the morning hour right here on The Joe Show on AM 1230 and 103.9 FM WHIR Danville.
It's time for our annual Customer Appreciation Days event at the Danville Nutrition Center. 3 days of savings, fun, food, and samples. Customer Appreciation will be held Thursday, September 8th through Saturday, September 10th. We will have 20% off store-wide, gift basket prizes, and healthy food samples. We hope to see you September 8th through 10th at Customer Appreciation Days at the Danville Nutrition Center, located on South 4th Street next to Sears.
You've done the research, invested the money, and bought a new vehicle. Don't stop there. Now protected with the Line-X bedliner and Value Guard undercoating. This is Tim with your locally owned Line-X of Danville at 935 Stanford Road. Stop by or call us at 859-209-4033 and ask how we can protect your new purchase.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky men's basketball begins its 4-game exhibition series tomorrow night in the Bahamas. UK faces the Dominican Republic national select team at 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Pre-game shows at 6:30 on Your Home for the Cats, Z105. Kentucky football is ranked in the coaches' preseason top 25 for the first time ever. The Cats, one of 6 SEC schools ranked, come in at number 21. Alabama's number 1, followed by Ohio State and defending national champion Georgia. Texas A&M is 7th, UK 21st, Arkansas 23rd, and Ole Miss is 24th. Kentucky opens the season September 3rd with Miami of Ohio at Kroger Field on Z105. Kentucky football's had another player to enter the transfer portal. Former 4-star recruit Joel Williams had selected UK over Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Florida, and Georgia in the class of 2020. Williams, a defensive back, will have 3 years of eligibility remaining. In Major League Baseball last night, the New York Mets showed why they're in first place in the National League East with great pitching and clutch hitting by downing the Cincinnati Reds 5-1. It was the Mets' 13th win in their last 15 games. Game 2 starters tonight will be Mike Minor for the Reds versus Carlos Carrasco for the Mets. Longtime Lincoln County sports writer Nancy Leedy passed away last week. Leedy wrote for the Interior Journal and the Advocate Messenger. Nancy always provided fair and concise coverage of all Patriot teams. She was 62. R.I.P. Nancy Leedy. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
This is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More, next door to Ace Hardware on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for a new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New merchandise arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Come see our Nana for the best deal around. You'll be glad you did.
Mattresses and More than a mattress store, located in Danville. Phone 859-236-1646 and like them on Facebook at Mattresses and More.
Continental Refining Company is offering fuel delivery service in our area. As part of this new service, CRC is offering free tank installation for farmers, commercial, and industrial businesses with the purchase of a new tank. Available tank sizes are 550 gallons, 1,100 gallons, and 2,000 gallons. CRC is offering 0% interest for 36 months for new tank purchases. To learn more about CRC's fuel delivery services and free tank installation special, contact Trevor Hurd at 606-416-1733, 606-416-1733.
There's nothing like a Dollywood summer. Soar through the treetops on Wild Eagle. Explore the wonders of Wildwood Grove. Play all day and then watch the night sky sparkle to life with our new 3D drone and fireworks show, Dollywood's Sweet Summer Nights. Celebrate summer where the beauty of the Smokies connects us.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
Plan your visit at Dollywood.com.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. NASCAR racing, the Xfinity Series is at Watkins Glen this Saturday, 3 o'clock green flag. We'll have that one on 103.9 FM WHIR. Meanwhile, the Cup Series is in Virginia. It's Richmond Raceway, 3 o'clock green flag drop. We'll have that one on WHIR. Your home for NASCAR and all races, events, and games streamed live online at hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky YMAX.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WYMAX. This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9. WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WYMAX.
It's 9 o'clock. Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. One of the sons of former President Trump is confirming the FBI raid of his father's Florida estate was conducted over documents sought by the National Archives.
There's no family in American history that has taken more arrows in the back than the Trump family.
Eric Trump told Fox News he was with the former president in New York at the time of the raid. Trump's second son claimed the White House doesn't want his father to run for president and win in 2024. His father issued a statement Monday saying his Mar-a-Lago home was under siege, raided, and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Former President Trump appointed the current director of the FBI, Christopher Wray. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says her recent trip to Taiwan wasn't about China, it was about Taiwan. She told MSNBC's Morning Joe her trip was nothing new.
We didn't go there to change our policy. We still support the one China policy. We go there to acknowledge the status quo is what our policy is. There was nothing disruptive about that.
Beijing expressed outrage over Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, which it considers part of its territory. President Biden will sign a major semiconductor bill today. The CHIPS bill aims to boost U.S. manufacturing of computer chips. The administration says the bipartisan measure will help lower the cost of everyday goods, strengthen American manufacturing and innovation, while creating well-paying jobs. Four-time Grammy Award winner Olivia Newton-John is dead after losing a decades-long battle with breast cancer. She was 73. She released her first solo album here in the U.S., If Not For You, in 1971, written by Bob Dylan, which became her first international hit. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
My kids think I'm lame, but they don't know the real me. They don't know that I'm into anime. They don't know that I used to be goth, but they're about to find out my passion for
The Scrambler! From horse shows to rides, games, food, concerts, exhibits, and more. This year's Kentucky State Fair has everything, so you can do your thing August 18th through 28th. Buy your tickets online and get free parking. Just go to kystatefair.org.
I'm Lieutenant Emily Horton with the Kentucky State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Division.
And I'm Trooper Janus Briscoe with the Kentucky State Police.
When working traffic in Kentucky, responding to crashes involving injuries or death is a tough part of our job.
When you're driving on Kentucky highways, there's so much out of your control.
But what we do have control over is wearing a seatbelt.
Less than 2 seconds. That's all the time it takes to buckle up.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws?
It's not about writing tickets. It's about saving lives.
A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
The price tag is in on what it will cost to rename Fort Bragg. Mitch Evans with the number.
Changing from Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty will amount to nearly $6.4 million. That's according to a congressional report from the Naming Commission, one of 9 Army bases that is undergoing a name change. Fort Bragg is named after Confederate Army General Braxton Bragg, who lost most of the battles he was involved in during the Civil War, and for some historians was one of the reasons why the Confederacy lost.
The fourth person struck by lightning near the White House last Thursday has been identified as a woman from Southern California. Daniel Martindale with that story.
The 28-year-old woman is the only victim who survived the lightning strike. She's now recovering in a hospital in Washington, D.C. The woman was struck by lightning on her birthday while collecting donations for victims of the war in Ukraine. A GoFundMe page set up to pay for her medical bills has already raised more than $40,000.
The crowd at the Commonwealth Games closing ceremony in Birmingham, England got quite the surprise Monday night. Hometown heroes and heavy metal icons Ozzy Osbourne and Tony Iommi reunited for the first time since Black Sabbath played their final show in 2017. It also marked Ozzy's first live performance since November 2019. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer has suffered numerous health issues the past few years, including revealing a battle with Parkinson's disease. Legendary Motown songwriter Lamont Dozier has died. He was 81. As a member of the Holland Dozier Holland production team, Dozier was responsible for 10 of the Supremes' 12 #1 singles, including Baby Love and You Keep Me Hanging On. Dozier and the Holland brothers were inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1988 and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1990. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Democrats will impose a new federal excise tax, which will reduce the value of your nest egg that you are hoping to use for retirement. Then they have a 95% federal excise tax on American pharmaceutical manufacturers. So they'd impose a 95% excise tax on prescription drugs unless drug manufacturers accept government price controls. Well, in reality, all drug manufacturers would accept the price controls, or they're just going to stop selling their drug in the United States and sell it elsewhere, and probably start manufacturing it elsewhere also. On top of that, a $52 billion income tax hike on mid-sized and family businesses. In this economy, this is a prescription for unmitigated disaster.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Listen, the last time the economy looked like this, the stock market tanked 50%. The U.S. dollar lost 46% of its value, and the price of oil quadrupled. Yet, while the U.S. economy collapsed and inflation ran through the roof, the price of gold shot up 1,300%, and silver rocketed over 2,400%. So if history repeats itself, we could see it happen again. Can you afford to miss what could be the biggest gold and silver boom of our generation? That's why I want you to call Goldco at 855-815-GOLD, because when you do, you'll not only get the chance to protect your retirement savings with gold and silver, but as a Sean Hannity listener, you could get $10,000 or more in free silver just for doing it. This is a rare opportunity, and that's why I want you to call, again, Goldco at 855-815-GOLD. That's Goldco, 855-815-GOLD. Don't miss out. Check them out today.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you'll be speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Good morning to you folks. Tuesday, August the 9th, a sunny day, but rainy day as well. Me and Radio Rick were talking about that, the forecast and how confusing it can be. It's going to be rainy tonight, but sunny today. Most of the rain that we see more than likely going to be from about 11 o'clock tonight to 2 o'clock tomorrow morning.
So. I got plenty of time to mow then.
Unless you mow late at night.
Yeah, I know. Usually past 11, I turn it off.
Okay, yes. Yeah, that's your cutoff time. 11 o'clock, 10:59, fine. 11 o'clock, Dusty cuts it off.
Yeah, you got to have respect.
He has respect for his neighbors.
Yeah.
Forecast is coming up here. News comes up first, and Dusty with the Kentucky Music Preview.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
When tornadoes ravaged western Kentucky in December, the Boyle County Sheriff's Office stepped up and donated cruisers to law enforcement there. Now they're stepping up to help the Perry County Sheriff's Department in the midst of the catastrophic flooding. The Kentucky Sheriff's Association reached out to statewide sheriff departments to see if any of them could help out.
The deputies down there had been overworked and working 24-hour shifts and needed time off, and so we came in, started Friday, working shifts day and night. We're going to do it for the rest of the week until this Friday.
That's Boyle County Sheriff Captain Casey McCoy. The Boyle deputies working in Perry County are working alongside those Perry County deputies in that area hit hard by flooding. They'll stay in a camper in Hazard that's owned by a Boyle deputy and work 12-hour shifts to help the Perry County deputies that, as McCoy said, were working 24 hours. McCoy says to make this work has been a team effort.
Our deputies at home are covering the shifts of these guys so they can come down and help out down here. So everybody's kind of working together to make sure that we got everything covered at home and help out here.
2 Boyle County deputies will be there until Friday, with 2 other deputies driving to Hazard to rotate in their place as the week goes on. A euthanasia day to the Garrett County Animal Shelter has been postponed. In July, the Garrett County Animal Shelter said they were on red alert and had only 5 open kennels left. That left them no choice but to begin thinking about setting a euthanasia date. However, the Garrett Central Record is reporting that after pleading for help, the public responded, adopting every dog out of the shelter that had free adoption sponsorships. The numbers of the Garrett Animal Shelter are staggering. Last year, the shelter brought in 470 animals, a number that's nearly been surpassed already this year with 450 animals through the early portion of August. You can help out the Garrett County Animal Shelter by donating money or items. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Central Kentucky Mulch and Stone, your landscape provider. For designer and construction gravel, cut stones, color mulches, straw blankets, landscape fabric, Dameco Drive off the Danville Bypass just south of Stuart Powell Ford and online at CKYMulchandStone.com. Sunshine today, a high of 85, rain showers after Dusty's done mowing, and a low tonight of 70. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 82, and Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 83. Right now, it's 9:11 in the morning. 75 degrees, and Dusty is in studio. Good morning to Dusty.
Good morning, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing
get over
great.
here, and there we go.
There you go,
Let's get
Dusty.
a shot. Yeah.
Get you on camera. What's going on with Dusty today?
Well, we had a great time with Moonlit Mile that came and played at Gypsy Run. They are from Sandy Hook, Kentucky. So they came all the way down. It's about, I think it's, 2.5 hour drive? I think is what it was.
Yeah, I don't know where Sandy Hook is.
Sandy Hook's that's like far eastern Kentucky. And like one of the guys, his house, like the water came all the way up to his porch, but didn't get into the house.
Oh, wow.
And so he was just really lucky.
Yeah.
I think it was the bass player.
Elliott County, by the way.
Elliott County. Okay, but it's far eastern, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they're closer to West Virginia than any, right?
Yes, Elliott County. Yeah, it's northeastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a county away from West Virginia.
Yeah. So, but they were awesome. It's like it's hard to say. It wasn't really. I guess you would consider it bluegrass, but it was like an alternative to a bluegrass. Like they did like a Pink Floyd cover.
Okay.
That was awesome. They have their own songs that they're writing and recording currently. But just a fun time. If you want to go check them out, Moonlight Mile. We're gonna have them back in November. If you want to, and the fiddle player did not get to come with them. She was on vacation. She was on an island somewhere. So I was like, oh, there's a fiddle as well. So I was kind of excited about that. Yeah, one guy that played like 3 different instruments. He played like a dobro, banjo, and a mandolin.
Wow.
And then you have a bass player, then an acoustic guitar, and then the dude who played 3 different instruments also sang backup. But they were also just a fun band in general.
Cool.
Then I heard the Buffalo Wabbits and Price Hill Hustle went over well as well. I heard that show went over well at the Nook, and so that just a lot of live music happening here in Danville. If you want to catch that out.
Cool.
Last week, I went canoeing. We went to the Elkhorn Creek. We used Canoe, Kentucky.
Okay.
For Haley Peros' birthday.
Okay.
Her boyfriend organized everybody to get together, and it was kind of crazy because we took the kids with us as well. And so we each had to have our own canoe. Like Monica had Beck and I had Lucas in my canoe. And it was just funny because it's like there's a lot of paddling you have to do.
Oh, yes.
If you're the only one paddling.
It wasn't like whitewater rafting.
No,
was it?
but
it was just you're just paddling.
You're paddling, but
Okay.
the creek was up just enough. Like the water was perfect. Like you didn't have to do much paddling.
Okay.
You could just sit in the canoe and kind of ride it down.
Yeah.
And then, but you just have to like keep yourself off of like the shorelines and random branches
Cool.
and rocks and stuff. No, it was a lot of fun.
You ever been canoeing?
Yeah.
Did you wake up the next morning sore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like all like these muscles, all the upper chest muscles were very sore, and my feet because took my flip flops, but we stopped and like played in the creek, and you got to walk around on all the slippery rocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it rained on us as we were canoeing. Like you heard it. And then, like, we looked behind us, and you saw it coming,
huh?
Just down the creek. So we were just trying to paddle, and it was like, just like soaked us, which is fine. Like, we all came prepared to get wet, and we put our phone in plastic baggies, but we had a great time. It was Lucas was like, "That's the first time I've ever seen rain come
Yeah.
Like, it's always just like, just down.
Yeah.
And like he saw it coming towards him.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It was pretty good. A lot of music happening this week as well. If you want to check out some music tonight, you can go see the Josephines at the Burl. They're going to be playing over there. The Josephines, kind of a folk bluegrass kind of style, if you want to go listen to the Josephines. That's tonight. Tyler Bryant and the Shakedown will be tomorrow night, if you want to check them out. And this Friday, you got the DOG, which is formerly Blackfoot Gypsies. They're going to be playing at Moondance Amphitheater there in Lexington. That's off of that Harrisburg Road. Moondance is kind of like, it's a funny thing to me. Like, they built all these apartment complexes and decided to put like a small amphitheater in the middle of it.
Huh.
And I was like, well, I'm sure your neighbors really love this.
Enjoy the loud music,
right?
like Dusty's neighbors enjoy his lawn mowing at 10:30 at night.
Right, exactly, yeah.
In that same book.
But it's also like they have to like cut it off kind of early for that reason.
For noise complaints?
Yeah, for noise complaints. And then you also have like, there's also random stuff out there like musicals and stuff. So I can't imagine just like chilling.
So where's this at now?
Moondance Amphitheater. It's you go off Harrisburg Road. There's that Kroger back there.
Yes.
There's like a UK Federal Credit Union, and then like there's all kinds of stuff that's back there in that little, I forget what's called, that shopping center. It's right before you get to Man-O-War.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's like a Speedway and a
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yes.
And a Waffle House
Yes.
that's over there.
Yeah.
It's all back. If you turn there, you just go straight and keep going straight, you'll run right into that Moondance Amphitheater.
That's where Harrodsburg Road turns into Toad's Turnpike. Right, you get going, and some people go this way, and some people go right, some people go left, and you're trying to stay straight and stay in the right lane. You don't want to be the left. Yes. I know exactly where that is.
You cross,
and you're
there.
crossing across. Yeah.
Yep. The Diamond or whatever it's called. Let's see. Then you got Luna and the Mountain Jet. Luna and the Mountain Jets will be at the Holler Girl Music Festival, if you want to go check that out. Then Jocelyn and her Sweet Compressions will be at the Levitt Amphitheater, if you want to go check her out. Bendigo Fletcher, along with Spooky Fox, are playing down in Somerset at the Virginia Theater.
Okay.
So check out that old Virginia Theater. And Bendigo Fletcher and Spooky Fox will be an excellent group to see there. And then Lilac is coming up here to Gypsy Run, if you want to come see them. Friday is looking great for an outdoor show.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, and they are perfect for an outdoor show.
55's the low Friday night.
Oh, that's great.
So take a hoodie with you, Dusty.
Oh, I'll be breaking down with a smile on my face.
There you go.
Like on that night.
Yes.
Because it'd be nice and chill. We might even get like one of those little propane heaters or something like that.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Maybe get a little fire started.
Yeah, there you go. Right, that'll look good. But Lilac coming. We'll probably preview them on Friday if you want to tune in on Friday.
Okay.
But Lilac is coming to Gypsy Run this Friday. Let's see what else we got. Sunday, John Hyatt will be at the Lexington Opera House if you want to go check him out. And that's pretty much what's going on this week. The band that we are going to preview is Wicked Peace. They are going to be playing at the Fish Tank in Lexington on the 13th, which I believe is also Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday. The 13th. Wicked Peace is a Lexington-based band. We're going to be playing their latest song, Take Off My T-Shirt.
Now we've got that by Wicked Peace coming up.
And if you tune in, I might just do that.
To the live stream? Please don't then.
Oh, okay.
Listen to us on the
fine.
radio, and that's the only way now.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All right, so we got Wicked Peace, Take Off My T-Shirt, and it's coming up after this.
Hey, grab a buddy and head on over to Bright Leaf Golf Resort.
Local special of 27 holes with cart for $35 per person.
Home memberships are now available,
starting at $200, and daily passes can be purchased for $10 per person. The pool hours are from 9 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night.
A great way to have fun and cool off. Also remember the 19th hole restaurant is open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Give them a call at 734-5481 to reserve a tee time.
That's 734-5481.
Bright Leaf Golf Resort in Harrodsburg on Highway 127.
The great folks with Bluegrass Biomedical and Bluegrass IT Services here in Danville remind listeners, please give blood as often as you can. The average shelf life of blood is only 42 days. In order to meet the increasing demand for blood in our community, please be a hero and give the gift of life. This message from Bluegrass Biomedical and Bluegrass IT Services here in Danville, reminding listeners, as Americans, it's our responsibility to help safeguard our country and its people.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 2 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty and 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet. Need a rapid test for COVID-19, strep, or flu? Come to Real Health Primary Care in Danville. Walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 in the Southland Plaza, 975 Houstonville Road. Same-day appointments. Call 209-2331. 209-2331.
Time out for sports this weekend with
Sports Map Radio Network
on WHIR AM 1230.
Dusty Kentucky Music Preview Tuesday here on the Joe Show as Dusty's in studio, and Dusty has picked out Wicked Peace.
Wicked Peace, Lexington-based group. They're going to be playing at Fish Tank there in Lexington, Kentucky. So Fish Tank it started out as Fish Tank, and then they moved and became Cosmic Charlie's.
Okay.
Then that Fish Tank place became, it went through a bunch of different names. I think it was like Friendship Bar or something like that, and it also called Hashtags at one point. It just went through that same building, and then Cosmic Charlie's moved around, and then finally Cosmic Charlie's got eaten by COVID, and then those same people bought that building back and then turned it back into the Fish Tank, and so historic Fish Tank.
Yes.
It's come back.
Come back full circle.
Yeah.
Back to the Fish Tank.
Back to the Fish Tank. But Wicked Peace is going to be playing there. That's a nice, it's a intimate venue. Let's put it that way. So you're going to be kind of close to it. But Take Off My T-Shirt is their latest. Check them out.
Dusty, would you please?
What? I'm just doing what the song said. It's pretty great.
Dusty's literally got his shirt off here in studio.
Listen, I like to listen to my music and experience it, and I feel like this is what the band wanted whenever they made this. But go check them out at Fish Tank in Lexington, Kentucky this Saturday. Wicked Peace, which is an awesome band, a bunch of great people too. They're fun to talk to. I got to interview them on our podcast back in the day, but just a great group of people.
If you go to the live stream right now, I'm not lying. Dusty's literally in studio right now with the shirt off.
I just can't wait till, like you said, when Amy Yeager pops in, she just wondered, like, what. I think I lost a bet, right? That's what we'll tell her.
What?
Yeah. But take off your T-shirt. Check out the music. Oh, there's one more band. I got to listen to them yesterday. They're not from around here, but they're a fun group to listen to, and you need to check them out and say that you heard them here.
Who is it?
But they're called Oh He Dead.
Oh He Dead.
Oh He Dead.
Okay.
O-H and then He Dead.
Okay.
Oh He Dead.
All one word or?
No.
Okay,
no.
so O-H
yeah.
space H-E space D-E-A-D.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh He Dead. Which is like a funky rock, like R&B group with an excellent sound, and I was just thoroughly impressed with them. But go check them out.
Dusty with the Kentucky Music Preview, and you can put your shirt back on if you want to, Dusty.
I can see it on the other screen in there. It's great.
Take off your T-shirt by
Wicked
Peace. All right, it's 9:26 in the morning. Dusty, we still have about 3.5, 4 minutes or so. Actually, we don't. I've got another commercial break to hit.
Yeah, and you got the weather to do, right?
Yeah. No, I don't have a weather to do.
Oh. Well,
no weather.
How am I supposed to know?
What do you want to know? I'll give you the weather right now.
All right.
I can tell you whatever weather you want to know right now.
So
Thanks. You want a weather report, Dusty? Here it comes.
Okay, thanks.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
I give the listeners what they want. Mostly sunny today. Chance of rain showers later on tonight. High of 85, a low tonight of 70. Tomorrow, some pretty heavy rainfall at times. A high of 82. On Thursday, mostly sunny, 83. Friday, sunshine, 79. And 55 is the low Friday night. So that outdoor show at Gypsy Run should be a good to go one Friday night.
Got to get my lights ready. There's a lot of more. There's more setup for outdoor shows because you got to get it looking just real good.
Yeah, so should be good Friday night.
Excellent.
There at Gypsy Run. Right now it's 75 degrees at 9:27 in the morning. I've had multiple people over the last 12 hours ask me the same question. Doug Thacker sent me a message about it yesterday, and then Steve Bertram sent a message about it actually this morning about it. So the Little League World Series is going on right now.
Oh,
right? So that's always fun to watch. You see like the 8, 9, 10-year-old kids.
Isn't that what, like, get their hobbies and stuff?
Yes.
Like one of them was napping?
Yes. My favorite player is Derek Jeter, and I like to do jigsaw puzzles.
Right,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, there's a team from Laurel County.
Okay.
Like, it's still alive, right? So
Oh,
Laurel
nice.
County, Kentucky, they're from London, and apparently the best player on the Laurel County team is this left-handed hitter whose last name is Parman.
Parman?
And that's where Jim is from.
Oh.
Jim is from London.
Yeah.
Now, as far as I know, Jim has one kid. It's a stepson. And, but maybe a long-lost cousin.
Could be.
Of Jim's down in London right now, hitting dingers for the Laurel County Little League team. And I've had 2 people ask me about it. So we need to ask Jim if he has any long-lost Parman relatives there in London. Maybe he can get us tickets to Omaha. That's where the Little League World Series
Maybe that's
is
where
going
Jim
on.
is now.
You think so?
Yeah, he's just done traveled out there.
Maybe Jim's got some secrets we don't know about.
Yeah. Well,
some Parman running around there in Laurel County, obviously.
I don't know.
Who knows?
He's been around for a while.
I know. Could be some grandsons, great-grandsons to Jim Parman we didn't know about.
Yeah.
So, but no, way to go to the team in Laurel County. Apparently,
So they're still in it.
They're playing really well. As far as I know, they're still in it. I didn't know about this until last night about 9 o'clock. And then Steve Bertram messaged me this morning about it. So I don't know if they won their game yesterday or what. But way to go to the little Parman. He's hitting jacks. I think he hit 2 home runs for him yesterday.
Wow. What's that like? Does Omaha just love baseball? Because isn't that where like the other world, like the college World Series?
Maybe that's where the college World Series. I thought the Little League World Series was in Omaha too.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
No. The Little League World Series is in Williamsport.
Where's that at?
Virginia or Pennsylvania or something like that. Yeah, that's in Williamsport. The
Okay.
College World Series is in Omaha. I was getting them confused.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like, do they just have like a monopoly on everything other than Major League Baseball? Like it's like just come play here.
August
right?
17th through the 28th is the actual when the Little League World Series begins. So this is all like play-in stuff to try to make it to the Little League World Series. It is in, let's see, Williamsport. Where is it? Of course, they're going to make me cycle through this entire article to find where Williamsport is. There's South Williamsport, which is in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I said Virginia. It's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, close enough.
So there you go. Way to go, little Parman. Keep on hitting those dingers. It's 9:29 in the morning. We're 30 seconds away from bottom hour news, and Stiff Funeral Home, either Ann Yeager or Mary Stiff Hamlin, will join us in studio coming up right after our KNN News.
The new Family Wealth Group in Harrodsburg is now making appointments with you on how to get the most out of your retirement. Call a team member at 859-605-5008.
We're going to open our office in Harrodsburg. Super excited to be in the community that we serve a lot of families in and a lot of companies. Our mission is real simple. It's to help the people in Kentucky.
The new Family Wealth Group is located in Harrodsburg, 125 Collins Drive. Find out more at thefamilywealthgroup.com. Call 859-605-5008. Kentucky Retired.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Flood-stricken eastern Kentucky saw a visit from the president yesterday. Paul Miles reports.
After getting briefed on recovery efforts from local, state, and FEMA officials, President Biden met with flood victims in Breathitt County.
Got to meet the family back here on this side of the road to see what's happened to their properties, their trailer, everything they had, and how they come together. No complaining.
The president is promising ongoing federal support.
The federal government, along with the state and county, and the city, we're staying until everybody's back to where they were.
The death toll from the eastern Kentucky floods has reached 38, with 2 people still missing. I'm Paul Miles.
The man accused of killing multiple eastern Kentucky police officers during a shootout was arraigned yesterday morning. 49-year-old Lance Storrs is facing 3 counts of murder, 6 counts of attempted murder, assault, wanton endangerment, and more charges in connection with the June ambush at his home in Allen, Kentucky. Law enforcement had been attempting to serve an emergency protection order against Storrs when he allegedly opened fire. 3 officers as well as a police canine were killed. Several others were injured. In court yesterday, Storrs pled not guilty to the 20 counts against him. And a Butler County, Kentucky teacher is due in court today facing charges for sexual abuse of a minor. 34-year-old Stephen McLean was arrested on Wednesday of last week, and his charges include sexually abusing a victim under the age of 12. McLean has been placed on leave, although there are no allegations of misconduct against him in his role as a teacher. He has also been ordered to have no contact with minors during the legal process. I'm Jeff Milby.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
One of the most trusted names in jewelry is B&L Jewelers. For years, we've been helping you and your neighbors say, I love you, happy anniversary, even here's something just because.
Tell her you love her with a diamond from B&L Diamond Jewelers. Make her stop and think of the love you both share. Nothing allows you to celebrate the special moments in life like a diamond. Diamonds are the only gift in the whole world that will never fade away with time. They will not rust away and does not require any special care to maintain its brilliant beauty. Diamonds are forever, and 30 years from now, she will still remember that moment when you gave her that diamond. No other gift can keep giving like a diamond for years to come.
Stop in for a free jewelry cleaning and inspection and say hello. Love gets better at B&L Jewelers, located in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris at 236-4860.
Medical Career and Technical College. Jumpstart your career.
Take one class at a time and attend just 2 days a week with locations in Danville, Richmond, and Lexington. The healthcare field needs you more than ever. Enroll in your life-changing career today. Call 859-624-1988. 624-1988.
Medical Career and Technical College. Jumpstart your career.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you'll be speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Danville Auto Body Shop, top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics over at 315 Dillahay. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. That's 236-2299. You get sunshine today, a high of 85, a low tonight 70, and a chance of rain later on this evening into tomorrow morning. Sunshine tomorrow, high of 82. Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 83. Right now, it's 9:35 in the morning, and it's 76 degrees right here in Danville. 238-WHIR is the phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. And we'd love to have you on the Joe Show on this Tuesday morning, August the 9th. We wait and see when Stiff Funeral Home comes in. We know they'll be in here shortly, and as we wait, we'll have Gary Fogle on this morning with Kentucky Sports Memories. Here's Gary.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. Today, maybe the greatest high school Kentucky basketball team ever won the Sweet 16, but did not go undefeated.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's.
Only 3 times in Kentucky boys high school basketball history has a team gone the entire season undefeated while winning the state championship. And the last time that happened was 1948 when Brewers High School won it. They're from down in Marshall County. And I'm talking about it this week because I just learned of the death of Barney Thweet. He was the last surviving member of that 1948 Brewers team. And it got me to thinking about other great teams that won the state championship but didn't go undefeated. And one of those was the 1979 Lexington Lafayette team. Some say the greatest high school basketball team in Kentucky history. They were number 1 all season long, but they lost in the finals of the district to Lexington Tates Creek. You can lose in the finals of the district and still advance to the regional tournament, and that's what they did. 1 loss all year, the district finals, and it came against Lexington Tates Creek. Dirk Minifield was the star point guard on that team, and even though they went on to easily win the state championship, I talked to him about that 1 loss in the district finals to Tates Creek.
Does that still bother you today that you didn't go undefeated?
It really stings today. You know, we had a reunion now a while back, and we all talked about it, that we played a team that we had beaten by 30 just a week before that at the end of the season, and here we was playing them in the district championship, and we ended up losing to them by 4 points. So that was a heartbreaker.
And it still stings today.
Oh, no question.
I wanted to say to Dirk, you need to get over this, but it's been 43 years, and he hasn't gotten over it yet, so I don't think he's going to. Anyway, they did go on to win the state championship after that loss, that only loss in the district finals. Tomorrow, a visit with another great team that had 1 loss and did not win it all. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Hey there, Gary Fogle and Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show. At this time, we are joined in studio now by Ann Yeager and a talk of a lifetime with Stiff Funeral Home.
The following is a paid program.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that, Jim. And what's going on with Ann Yeager today?
Sorry I was late.
Hey, I'm okay.
I was outside talking to Dusty about sound systems.
Did you learn anything?
So we had some funerals in the last couple of weeks, and we
Okay.
have some churches that have gotten some new sound systems. So luckily, I was like, who did your sound system?
Uh-huh.
Because, like, one church didn't know the passcode to get into it.
Okay.
So literally, we had no sound for
Had
that
no sound.
for that service, and we
Mhm.
found out about 10 minutes before the service. So we had no sound.
Is
So-
that when you
so-
initiate your freak out?
That's when we fix all whatever so that's another part of my job is being able to fix anything that comes up
Okay.
on the fly.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's what I was just telling Dusty outside. I was like, so I need to get with you for some of the churches. And he was like, I don't see what the difference is between the Sunday service and a funeral. I'm like, because the same people aren't there.
Uh-huh.
You know, you don't.
Yeah.
Everybody comes every Sunday. Not everybody comes to funerals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one thing you probably haven't thought about, that we have to make sure that the sound is run at each funeral, whether the church provides a person to run the sound or the family has to pay the sound. If the sound person is missing their own work to be there, then generally you give them an honorarium. Some churches have fees for that person.
Okay.
So, because this is what I'm going to talk about today, because we had this discussion the other day. I was like, I should probably talk about that on the radio too. So with every funeral, there are other people that have to be paid to do the funeral besides just me. Generally, ministers are given an honorarium,
Mm-hmm.
and that's payment for the extra work that they put in above and beyond their regular ministerial duties. Now, very few or ministers also see that as part of their job as at a church, except that they generally are going above and beyond nights and weekends and all that kind of thing to do funerals. So I have a lot of families who say to me, oh, that minister won't accept it. Please don't put the minister in that situation, because that's just a hard situation to be in.
Yeah.
Because this is what they do. This is their ministry. However, they still have to pay their KU bill. Like, that's the thing. Ministers like myself, when you love what you do, you would love to do it for free.
Yeah.
However, Kroger still expects to be paid when you live with groceries.
I like doing ball games.
Yeah. You would
But-
love to do ball games all day, wouldn't you?
Oh, I do ball games all day.
For free.
Yeah.
If you could afford it somehow, if you were
If
independently.
everything else is taken care of, why not? I'm just doing this for fun.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
I would do funerals for free. I would completely do funerals for free. I love working with my families.
But free ain't going to feed the kids.
Nope, but I got a 5-year-old, and everyone on my staff has bills to pay and has to, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when we come out in the middle of the night, that costs for people to be willing to get up out of bed in the middle of the night and come out in the middle of the night. It's just that simple. And ministers are the same way. So I'm happy to have that talk with a minister or a church and find out who expects, and there's a difference between an honorarium and a fee. An honorarium is an amount bestowed upon on the person as a gratuity, a thank you. A fee is something that is charged.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, like organist, pianist, some people like those singers, even some ministers, if they have no connection with you, may have a fee for doing a service. If you're a member of the church, then they may just say whatever the family wants. And I'll have that conversation with the church and the minister or whoever I need to at each church. And that's one of the calls I make. I call each church, especially if we've had a changeover or things have changed, especially since COVID. And I just double check. What fees, what honorariums are expected? That way we're all on the same page.
Okay.
And that way I can go over it with the family. And I have a couple of churches that have kind of like there's one church I have to talk to because theirs says suggested fee range. Well, if it's a fee, it's a set amount.
Yeah.
If it's an honorarium, then it's a range.
It's a range. So it's
That
a
makes
suggested
sense.
honorarium range.
Right. They just need to
Or just pick a number if
like
it's a fee.
we're trying to clarify with that church. They need to decide which ones are fees because they're everything from sound people custodian. So like one church has a custodian fee. Some churches have sound person fees. Some churches have fees if you're not a member of that church but want to use their facility because they have utilities and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And once again, they would love to just be able to help everyone out. However, they still have to pay the utility bill.
Is this something that you have, I don't say gotten to an argument about, but maybe you have. Families are like, well, the pastor should do this for free. Does that happen very often? Why do I have to pay? I've got a family member who's died.
Yes. I have had people who have felt that way.
Uh-huh.
But I just explained, they're taking their time. They could be doing other work of the church, or they could be doing other, and we have a lot of churches in town that the minister, they're not big enough to, especially, the smaller churches in town, not in the county, they're not big enough, and the minister works full-time somewhere else. Yeah. So he has another full-time job to support his family, but he's also a minister or pastor, or he or she is a minister or a pastor.
Bivocational.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is because it's what they love. And that's why I say 99% of them would do it for free. And they will do it for free. They'll just do it for free at the detriment of their own households, which isn't fair either.
Yeah.
Do you see
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. Preacher's kid.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yep, Dad had to feed us. Uh-huh. So it's one of those things and so that's what Dusty and I were talking about outside. And he was like, I was like, everyone's not there on a Sunday who's normally there on a Sunday. So we may or may not, like some of our ministers of music at some of the different churches, those aren't full-time positions. So sometimes they're part-time positions. They're also teachers. Teachers can't just get out of school. Funerals happen between 11 or 1. Generally, those are the traditional times around here. So those people can't always be there for the service. So we're fortunate enough that we have someone, Rick Stewart works with us, and he is a sound guy. Helps run sound in his own church. He's run sound at other churches, so he actually knows how some of the other churches. He's a children's minister. He's a perfect example. So he works at the funeral home full time. He's also a children's minister at his church.
Okay.
And they have the Banana Band. It's one of their children's ministries. and running sound and doing audiovisual stuff is one of his great loves. That's what he went to school for and ended up in a funeral home. But it's highly necessary for me because we walk into different churches and we have to play DVDs, run music, all the things. And if the person who normally does that is unable to be there, and that's where we ran into a situation last week. One system, nobody knew the code to get into it, the passcode. And we're like, ugh. And the other one, nobody knew how to run the DVD. The person who was running sound, she could run sound, but didn't know how to run the DVDs. And then the other system that we were working with, nobody knew what format, because not all formats, you can't just plug your phone into all systems and play a playlist.
So Rick can do a lot, but he can't hack passcodes and stuff like
right.
that. Yes. Yeah.
Right. So I'm very fortunate to have Rick as a part of our team at the funeral home because he does. So that's what I was just Dusty. I was like, Dusty, we need like cheat sheets for every church that you've put sound systems in.
Yeah.
And he started laughing at me.
Yeah.
He was like, why? And I explained. He was like, oh. He was like, why didn't you call me? I was like, I was 10 minutes before a funeral.
Yeah. I've been asked to do sound for funerals before at our church, but they're always, like you said, they're always at 11 or 1, and I mean, I'm working. Like, I can't, I'm already preoccupied doing something else, doing my job.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm always nervous to do that. And I haven't done sound in my church, and it's probably been like 8 to 10 months now, so it's been a long time, and I don't want to be the guy to come in not doing sound in 10 months. And to mess something up in a funeral, you have a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You're given one life, one birth, one death, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I don't want to mess up this once-in-a-lifetime thing because I haven't done sound in 10 months. That's a lot of pressure
on my amount
shoulders.
Of pressure each and every one of my funerals is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't mess
and like
this up.
if I did sound every week and I knew what I was doing, and I could probably fiddle my way around to figure it out, but I would hate for me to fiddle around in a funeral to figure it out.
And that's what Rick's always nervous about. Luckily, he's very well versed in sound, and that's why I was telling Dusty, I was like, can we just make kind of cheat sheets for sound system and the sound systems that he locally puts in at different churches, so that we at least. If their sound person can't be there, we can step in, and Rick can make it happen.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the things that people just going to a funeral don't know, like the behind-the-scenes stuff that happens.
Yeah. So this is one of those things. Like that's why we always ask everyone for it. So if you ever wondered why I'm asking for the music and I want to know who's singing and I need to know, I want that person's phone number. It's because I want to reach out to them. I want to find out, do they have background music? Are they going to need microphones? Are they going to need to plug in? All those kind of things, so that I can get that coordinated and arranged. Do they need a practice time ahead of time? Do they need to do a sound check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that matters.
It does, so that when we have that funeral, everything happens seamlessly.
Prior preparation prevents poor performance.
True.
There you go. The motto Stiff Funeral Home lives by.
One of them, yes.
It's 9:50 in the morning. We're 10 minutes away from top hour news. We will step aside. We'll come back and finish up the conversation with Ann Yeager from Stiff Funeral Home right here on The Joe Show on this Tuesday morning. It's a talk of a lifetime.
Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville's honored to have served this community since 1972. They're excited to announce they're offering even more $5.99 lunch specials. Choose from Lee's 2-piece breast strips, 2-piece dark chicken, chicken slider, plus a side of your choice along with a regular drink and an apple pie or cookie. Just $5.99, varieties to spice of life, and you'll enjoy the variety of 2 great tastes together with the new Danville Special. Can't decide what you want? You love the legendary taste of Lee's chicken, or if you caught the great taste of Lee's fish, how about both? You got to try the new Lee's Danville Special. You get 2 pieces of Lee's chicken, 2 pieces of fish, a side of your choice, plus a hot homestyle buttermilk biscuit, all of it just $7.99. You'll get hooked on the Danville Special. 2 pieces of chicken plus 2 pieces of fish, a side of your choice, and a hot homestyle buttermilk biscuit, all of it just $7.99. Lee's still caters. Call them at 236-8777. 236-8777 for the great taste of Lee's. Serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years. It's Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville on South 4th. Got a laundry list of things to do after you get off work, including a mountain of dirty laundry? Let the experts at Lancaster Laundry do the work for you and give you more free time by cleaning, drying, and folding your laundry. The best part, they will pick it up and bring it back the very next day to your doorstep or business. Now that's convenience. For more information, check out Laundry Services on Facebook or let them do that dirty laundry. Call 859-583-9677. 583-9677. For Lancaster Laundry, they make house calls.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy. Delicious flavors of family tradition. Old-fashioned candy since 61. Light, rich, creamy, made by hand. A southern treat, a Kentucky brand. Mom Blakeman's Candy.com. So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's Candy. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Since 1984. ADA. Always on time with our professional team when we show up at your door. ADA. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADA Heating and Air.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. We have new Kias arriving daily, and I have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. So come and see us here at Cartown Kia, or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
It's 9:53 in the morning. What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing because I was with friends this weekend, and they were showing me that I don't watch Yellowstone. I've only seen like one episode. I haven't gotten into it, which is like
TV show.
Sacrilege to some people.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Yeah. I just don't watch that much TV. But my friends were showing me that one of the lead characters from Yellowstone was in the movie, the song just played from.
I just know the song is Slow Ride.
Yes, but it was in the movie. It was Dazed and Confused.
Sam Elliott.
No. Dazed and Confused.
Kevin Costner. Isn't he in the Yellowstone?
No, well, I don't know because I haven't seen Yellowstone. But Matthew McConaughey and the leads from Yellowstone were in Dazed and Confused.
Okay, all right.
But he looks completely different.
Looks different. Okay, I was
completely different, and they were talking about it, and I was so confused, just like I confused you.
You were dazed and confused.
I wasn't.
Well, I knew Matthew.
I knew what I was.
I knew Matthew
about.
McConaughey was in the movie, or
Dazed and
was in the movie Dazed and Confused. I
Mhm.
knew he was not in Yellowstone, so I was just dazed and confused.
I don't know the guy's name, but he plays Rip, and they were showing. We were doing side by side pictures with our phones of him in Dazed and Confused and him in Yellowstone, and it's kind of amazing
how different they look.
And men mature. Men can mature well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
Women,
they get
we get older.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, men can have that mature look to them. Huh?
Yeah. Sorry,
I'm starting to get that.
That's what you made me think of when you were playing.
I'm getting a little gray in my
Ride.
beard right here, so I'm starting to get that look down here in my chin. Getting the salt and pepper look as a 32-year-old.
Y'all.
All right, we have about 5 minutes left.
I'm glad you can see his face now, so that you all can, if you're watching,
Yeah.
so that you can see how silly he is.
Yes.
I do wish though that it caught his face sometimes when he's looking at me at some of the things that I say, and then he gives me the.
What are you talking about? Uh-huh.
It's always entertaining for me when his face does that.
Hey, I'm looking at your favorite website that I always bring up once a week, Ask a Funeral Director, and someone posted a picture here of ashes.
Let me see.
Yeah, come around here and take a look at the computer. And it says the difference of ash textures.
Yeah.
So do you get to pick the texture of ash that you want?
Hold on.
Yeah, go back to your microphone, because one of them
Okay.
looks like almost like black grainy sand, and the one on its right looks like just like burnt wood, almost like charcoal or something. All right, she's coming back around to take a look again at the picture.
I didn't see that was two different ones.
Yes.
So that completely has.
Yeah, go back to your microphone again.
Go back to my microphone. Run around the studio today. Okay, so that completely has to do with two things: bone density,
Okay.
because ashes are actually bone,
Yes.
and the chemicals in your body, generally medications.
Okay.
So I've had ashes that have ranged from black ashes. They look like black sand, kind of like black sand beaches.
Yeah, that's what this one on the left looks like to me.
Yes. All the way to, and every kind of shade in between to like almost pure white, green, yellow, and it all has to do with the chemicals in your body. That's why I say generally medications or what they've done during some type of treatment,
Okay.
and what those effects have on your bones.
Well, we've had the conversation before about the things you put in your body and how that can affect things.
Did you look in your shower and see what was in your shower?
No, I didn't. I forgot.
Look at the ingredients and what's in your shower.
Okay.
sometime.
What
See?
am I supposed to be looking for again?
No, just think about when you're reading those ingredients. So that's when people say that they don't want to be embalmed, I ask them, do you shower every day? Because if you shower every day, or even every other day, you want to be embalmed.
Okay.
Because you have cleaned your body all of your life. Voluntarily.
Yeah.
So after death, it doesn't take, within 24 hours, your body starts to change. Or less, actually. Within 12 to 24 hours, your body starts to change. And so that's why we embalm as soon as possible, to flush the most amount of toxins. And even your good bacteria that you have to have when you're alive becomes bad bacteria when you die. It hosts on you. Okay? So, to be able to flush the body, and it does so much, and there are multiple reasons for embalming. Not only to cleanse the body inside and out. However, if you have any question about the death of someone, how they died, if you suspect any foul play, and if there's not going to be an autopsy done, you definitely want to have the person embalmed, because any bruises that happen at the time of death, embalming can flush out. And we
Really?
can see, they will show
Wow.
up. So there are times that we have had to contact the police.
Wow. After the embalming has been done. And maybe did the person, the loved one of the person who died, do they know of any foul play? Do they suspect it?
Generally, yes.
Okay. And then the bruises are brought out after the embalming. Wow. That's something I didn't know.
We have been able to see exact handprints on a person.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, it's your duty to call police.
Yes, that's when we have to report it. We have to call the coroner in and report it to the authorities.
Huh.
Yes. So that's why I say there are multiple, and the majority of our population is clinically dehydrated. So flushing the body and putting that much water back in the body, I mean, there are times that we can just watch a person's body absorb it, that amount of water, because it's 2 or 3 gallons that we use to flush the body during embalming. And only about 32 ounces of fluid, of chemicals. So you have to remember those ratios are more like your shower at home.
Yeah. Ann Yeager with Stith Funeral Home.
Y'all have a great day.
She has answers to all the questions.
Well, I mean, I try. And if I don't, I'll find them.
And if people have any questions,
Call
they can
me.
call.
Call me, 236-2113.
2113.
Or you can message us on Facebook or Instagram or send me an email at info@stithcares.com.
Or call into the station Tuesdays at
You're always
9:35.
welcome. Call Joe. If you don't want to ask me, call Joe. He'll ask.
And then I'll ask
He'll
Ann
ask
Yeager.
anything.
That's true, I will.
He's like Mikey. He'll eat
I'll
anything.
ask whatever I can.
Yeah.
Ann Yeager, appreciate you being on.
Y'all have a great day. Love on your people and take care of yourselves.
This is the talk of the town.